That was a pretty good one, I thought. I thought it was a good stand joke.
Welcome back to the table, everybody. I got you. Got you. How's everybody doing? Doing good?
Good.
Doing good. Doing great. Hell yeah. Glad everybody could be here.
We almost weren't.
Playing. I feel like it's not. I'm going to turn it up. That's some music. I know the stream can hear it. All right. Anywho. Yeah. We missed our last Saltmarsh session. We've been gone for 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
Not Saltmarsh, but just us.
We missed the Shattered Obelisk too, that's right.
Lots going on right now. Lots of pieces moving and shaking. A couple of those pieces are me and Kira, actually. So a little bit of an announcement. Kira and I, we have made the decision based off of jobs and opportunities, things like that, to relocate physically, which is kind of a bummer for being seated physically here. But yeah, we'll be moving about 3 hours away from where we are now. However, that does not mean this is going away. We are going to continue streaming in a couple of different fashions. So Saltmarsh is going to continue. We are just going to move to a digital format. I know it's not the same as being in person, but I mean, we're all pretty tenured D&D players at this point. We can do it. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. There may be a slight interruption of the sessions just while we get moved and everything like that. I don't know what that looks like in terms of like when that's going to happen yet or how long that will be, but we'll keep you posted on that. For the Obelisk campaign, Jamie has been very gracious as to not boot me out of the campaign. I still get to hang out. That campaign will still be in person, though. No, I will not be driving 3 hours every other week to come here. Jamie, what are we doing for that?
We are building Robot JD. We are going to have a tripod with a mount, with a screen that may or may not be an iPad. That's going to simulate him sitting here, and he will have full 360 control of his head.
Wild.
He'll be able to look over and talk shit to talk, or turn across the table, look down, up, look behind him for no reason. They'll do it all.
I might have arms.
He will have arms as well.
I will have arms.
Not immediately.
It was a might last time I heard it.
It's turned into a guarantee. Courtesy of our man, I don't want to call him what Wesley. Courtesy of our Wesley. He loves designing this type of stuff, so he's building a robot JD for us.
So,
or robot Flynn, I guess.
It's gonna be kind of awesome. I think it might be better than actually having me sit there. So there may be a few logistical things that we got to figure out. We've worked out most of it in like planning phases already. So I think we're gonna be good
awesome.
for that. But yeah, we kind of thought it wouldn't be ideal to try and implement that from a DM standpoint as well.
Yeah, that's too much for DM.
Plus, we would be down 2 of us instead of just the one. So
can't build 2 robots. It's too many robots.
We talked about making a robot for everybody, and there's literally no human in this room, and it's just all robots talking to each other.
It's the big server room.
That would be an interesting video.
It sounds like a whole lot of what?
What? Yeah,
Turn the volume up. I can't hear what.
Anyway, so we're excited. It's gonna be a good time. Yeah, a little bit of a change, but we're looking forward to it. I think it'll still be good. And you know, again, I am only 3 hours away, so there will, I'm sure, be one-off situations where I can pop back in and, you know, hang out again. So, that being said, y'all ready to play tonight's session?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, first step is a recap. You weren't here last time. I kind of filled you in last time after the session, but who else here wants to give me a recap of what happened last time in our last Ghosts of Saltmarsh session?
Mine would be the worst recap we've ever had. I could try unless one of y'all got better.
You got it.
Okay. So, we got the blue box with the goods, brought it back to town. I know how to dock a boat. appropriately as the bold all caps note I put in my notes. We made it. We made it to. I think I found a cart boy or a dock boy. At some point, he helped us out. He swindled me. I remember that. He swindled me some gold. That was not cool. But anyway, I went with it. I know how the dock life is. I think Aylin may have went on her own for all this. She wasn't here for the session, so she went back to her house to do something along those lines. I don't know. Aylin went somewhere. She didn't go with us. I know that much.
Dog stuff.
Yeah, so maybe some dog stuff. We took our little crate to the mansion for the dude who lost it all but got it all back thanks to us. He was super ecstatic, happy as could be. Paid us a boatload of coin. I'm fairly certain that's been split evenly to everyone but Aylin so far. I'll have to refer to my list man for that later. I'm not 100% sure on that.
You got a list man and a dock boy.
He's got a guy for everything.
Got a guy for everything.
After that, I'm really not sure what we did. It feels like we didn't do much after that. Did we?
There
I think
was.
we did get paid.
You did
I
get
got
paid.
A shit ton of money.
We got a letter about that incriminates someone. I believe that was in that box that was given to us so we can take to Anders. But we didn't take it to Anders.
We don't know
yet.
what's on the letter.
Yeah, it's like got one of them like fancy wax seals or something. So if you open it, it's known that you opened it.
Right. It's the information we were looking for Anders on the DL.
Yeah, that stuff. But we haven't given it to
Could be
him.
incriminating stuff.
I don't know if we decided to just like call him up on the phone and have him come over to Aylin's or just go there directly.
We decided to head to the council.
Okay, we're going there directly.
Yeah, Vertig is going to take that cart back for us, and then now we were headed towards...
Oh, the butler from the dude, yeah.
The butler boy's taking it to the dock boy.
Well, that was a butler man.
He was a butler man.
So we got the note.
He's a gentleman.
It potentially has that damning info. We're going to meet with Anders,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there we're headed to the council, and then I got a tender bump on the way back.
A tender bump.
Yeah, it says hit me up later.
Like drugs?
It says are you up?
Yeah, I got a reverse pickpocketed with a note.
Yeah, I got reverse pickpocketed with a note.
Oh, that's
from
right.
Zendris saying to go to her place. And then we talked about how alone is alone.
We got philosophical too?
Well,
I don't
more
remember that
of
at all.
like,
No,
are
it's pretty
you
direct.
around the corner alone? You sitting in a bench in front of the place alone? Like, what is that distance?
Oh, that's right.
As we were on the way to the council.
We're figuring out what come alone. Okay, yeah, I mean, I got you.
But we did not make it to the council yet. That's where we ended.
That's
We
right
got
where
the-
we ended.
Bravo. Bravo. Give a round of applause. I'd say that still qualifies, sir, for inspiration.
I'm
You
gonna
don't
use
use
this
it.
Scout thing.
I
We
use
also
it when
fought
y'all need
those.
help.
We fought those sharks.
Was that the same episode?
It was.
When you Misty stepped that our captain and
Yeah, I
saved her
still have
life?
heroic inspiration from it.
That was amazing. You stomped
know.
on them sharks with thunderous energy.
I could do it a couple times, and then I couldn't do anything else.
That was very heroic.
Ciao.
Very good. All right. Well, with that, I guess let's roll the intro and get started on tonight's episode of The Ghosts.
We shouldn't talk about the list out
Yeah,
there.
that's right. I like look around. Does
gonna-
anyone
he's
like? Does we got dots in here? Does anybody care? Like, we're just like.
So
I've
as
never-
you noticed Zendros, the tiefling. Here, I'll pull up a picture here just as a reminder. Who looked like this. You saw her riding in on a caravan earlier in the day, kind of before you went back to Aubrek. And then on the way leaving Aubrek, heading back towards the town council, you were bumped into by somebody. You couldn't see who it was, but this note was left in your pocket. The streets are fairly bustling at the moment. Looking around, nobody's turning and like looking at you. You don't see anybody making eye contact with you. And I believe right when we left off, you had just mentioned that there was a note in your pocket.
Yeah, there's this note. And then it's a letter.
That's the one. That's the one that.
Yeah, we should keep moving then.
Did you tell us what it said, or you were like, no, don't worry about it, right?
Yeah, talk about it in a minute.
Oh, that's right. We did talk about that.
Yeah, it says see Zindros later.
Let's address that.
I guess at her place. I'll read the words. And
Yeah,
tells me.
it says it informs you to come to her shop after dark. Come alone.
After dark and alone.
Kind of rude, honestly. I mean, you just you. I mean, we all kind of. That's fine. I don't feel bad about it. That's fine. So.
I don't think we have any pending negotiations with her, right? We talked about her.
Well, there were a couple. Like I think Alim wanted a submarine or something, or she did, or something like that. I'm remembering that right. I know I am. She mentioned that, right? Some underwater vessel.
Well, then it was like a possibility.
Yes.
It was like a thing that she has access to. But remember, she deals in favors, if you will.
Yeah,
Like bartering, but not gold.
too many people deal that
It's
way.
like,
It's
I
weird
want
deal.
your magical item for this magical item.
We haven't really found anything that's worth trading, have we?
Right. I want your golden trash can for this golden cup. Or whatever.
Maybe we'll find a golden cup if we keep looking hard enough. Maybe it's back in that well. Remember that well?
It is on the list. There's that well money.
Might be a cup in there. We'll check it out eventually, I'm sure.
It's probably got a bunch of copper and bronze.
The bottomless cup
Copper and
of
silver.
well water.
That's right.
Freaking waterfall of this campaign.
Yeah. I mean, it could have platinum bars in there.
It could. We don't know. We didn't check.
You know what it really probably has? It probably has a deed to an airship in the well.
That sounds crazy, Red. I don't think that's
It could be in a little chest, and then it says, open it. A little Betty comes out. And it's like, congratulations, you are now the new owner of the flying airship, whatever.
Probably like a
You don't know.
forearm bone, probably, and just dampness, and like a 5 copper.
Yeah,
If I'm
we
being
don't know.
realistic, being realistic.
I bet you could pay a dock boy some money to check it out.
That's dangerous. I wouldn't send a kid up to that place.
Well, not anymore. We
Has
cleared it out.
anybody seen Johnny?
Hey, we'll find him for the right money. For the right price.
Alright, so just so I remember right, too, Aylin's at her place right now, right?
Yeah, it's just us.
Okay, just us. Just us. She's staying there. Well, I didn't know if she was shopping or something, you know? I didn't know we were like, we'll meet here at 8 o'clock. I don't know. All right, well, let's go to the council and get this over with. See what he reads and get some new insight.
Yes.
Continue marching.
Aelin, switching over to you for a moment. You have now made it back to your home, Cinder in tow. Just as happy as could be. Cinder sees the house and kind of runs up to it. There are a couple of parcels on the doorstep for you. Yeah, Prime Day.
What's been delivered? I'm really excited.
So going up, are you like grabbing the packages and going inside,
Yeah.
or okay? So you grab it, go inside, open it up. All of the things that you ordered, mainly a very finely crafted leather collar with cinder like kind of burned into the leather itself, with a nice little silver pendant hanging off of it in the shape of a heart.
I put it on her. Sending her.
Yep. And then 2 silver engraved dog bowls, animal bowls that you can fill with whatever food you want.
I, in fact, go and immediately get the powder. And I assume I have some dog food at home from last time. Put some dog food in there, get it set out for her, nice and beautiful. Like, you're a good girl.
Yeah. She digs right in. She's starving.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you like to do from here? Are you wanting to hang out at the house? Did you want to go back into town?
Yeah, so I want to just make sure that, like, nothing looks amiss with the house since I've been gone. I had assumed that I would have noticed immediately, but just in case, I want to just, like, look around real quick, like, oh, everything's still working.
Make an investigation check. And I'd say since it's your house, you get advantage on it.
Um, 11. I have no plus.
Yeah, I mean, the DC is not super high, but again, it's your phone. Going around, there's a little bit of dust that's settled on everything, but outside of that, nothing seems to be out of the ordinary.
Okay. All right, Cinder, you be a good girl. I'm going to try and meet up with the guys.
Where are you headed to meet up with them?
Well, I knew that they had the stuff and the Anders is who it was for, so I don't know where Anders lives, so I assume that they maybe don't know where Anders lives either, so I'm going to the town.
Town council? Okay.
Hoping that what's-her-face isn't working the front desk.
Okay. So camera pans back over to the three of you. It doesn't take you much longer to make it to the town council building. The hustle and bustle of town is still going on around you, people coming in, going out of the town council hall. What would you all like to do?
Open the door, walk inside, and yell, "The IRS has returned!"
Make way for that.
You just walk right in and you say that?
Yeah.
So it's already fairly quiet inside of this building here. As soon as you loudly announce your entrance, everything goes dead silent, and everybody kind of stops and just stares at you.
I like do a quick behind Colt. Just
We wowed everyone right into silence. Look at that! Neat! They're just walking right up to the reception.
we are here. As long as we stay funded, the IRS will be here.
You're back.
Oh, God.
Indeed, we are, Oline on the counter. We have returned from a successful mission, actually. We're here to speak with Anders.
All right, of course you are. Hold on.
Send a message to Colt real quick and be like, hey, remember most of that was kind of
I don't see you here with
Mo,
any
yeah, Mo.
appointments with Mr. Anders.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there was no appointment made, specifically because he did not know how long it would take.
Does nobody care about the rules anymore?
When's his next appointment availability? 'Cause we will take it.
I'm gonna reach over his shoulder and just drop his sword.
Oh, you dropped something.
I don't need your bribe money.
She takes it and puts it back on the counter.
Guess it was.
Harsh Kugel.
Next appointment is 2 weeks from tomorrow.
That doesn't seem. Okay.
That's specifically why it's urgent we see him now, because of the mission we were just on.
You adventurers just think you're above the law, more important than everybody.
We do have some questions about our boat and the contract from the boat that we have with the staffing and the.
Do I look like a boat expert?
So we just need
As a
to see.
matter
Are
of
we?
fact.
Are we? I don't mean to diminish this, but if we have to see Anders, do we just go knock on his door, or is that improper protocol?
I couldn't think
And I
of
like
anything
try to like
more
do like some puppy
improper.
eyes, like.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Ooh, not the
About
disadvantage.
this time, Aelin, you walk in through the doors and you see the guys here kind of bundled up in front of the counter.
What's Red doing with his face?
Huddled up, rather.
What is that?
It's still a 14.
Eh. I'll see if he's available to see you.
Thank you very much.
You know, the city of Saltmarsh could not function without you.
She gets up, just kind of hobbles over to the door and disappears back into the back of the council hall there.
Maybe we should get her some tobacco. Looks like she might like some tobacco.
Maybe her bribe standard is high. I say no whisper. Maybe she
Should have
needs
been a
some
gold. It should have been a gold
gold.
piece. God.
I mean,
Fool.
we still got it. What's her name? Myrtle or something?
Erdl.
Myrtle. Yeah, I don't know. Can we just like walk in here past her? Like, I wasn't trying to be rude, but
I feel like no one would stop us, but that's kind of like, we kind of be kind of mean at that point.
You gotta give her a, hey, you didn't just walk right past.
She'd be like, where's your appointment? Be like, we're busy. And we just go by, and then we
Yeah.
start getting negative fame and infamy and stuff.
from just her.
Well, yeah, everyone who saw like, oh, look at those dickheads who just went right through. Like,
Not when they get those posters, though. They'll know who we are. It's the hero of Saltmarsh.
That is accurate. It would.
About this time, Bree actually comes out of another set of doors, and she walks up. Oh, you must be here to see Anders.
Yes.
Hey, Bree.
We are.
Oh, wonderful. He'll be delighted to see you.
Yes. We were just speaking to your counterpart about procedures and protocols, and she wandered off the other way.
Oh. Ertle's just so sweet. She just likes to do things by the book, is all.
Does she like tobacco?
I don't know. I've never seen her partake.
Okay.
She's very professional here at the workplace.
Can I ask you a procedural question, Bree, if that's okay?
Absolutely. I'll do my best to answer.
If, say, we come in unexpected and we need to see Anders, would it be rude of us to walk past this fine station here?
Yes,
To
very.
just go to the office? Okay, good. I had a feeling.
Oh,
And
but
I, look around,
is there a back door?
Well, of course there's a back door, but it's heavily guarded.
I feel like Anders would be cool with the back door. He seems like a backdoor guy.
Oh. Well, I'm sure you need to ask before you go into the back door. Some people may not like their back door just getting walked in on.
Well, yeah, I'd ask if we could all use his back door.
Sometimes you need to warm up to a back door first by the front door.
Oh, you mean like the talk to the guards and whatnot at the door, right?
Well, I'm sure the back door has a list. And I don't think you can just show up.
Well, we'd have to get permission. I mean, you gotta have consent to use the back door.
Right, that's what I'm trying to say. You can't just front door, and then expect to go to the back door.
Yeah,
And
so
then you
while we're
have
there,
to ask.
Maybe
Well-
it needs a special key.
Maybe it needs a special key. That's right.
well, while we're here, we'll ask permission, and I'm sure he'll let us use his back door as much as we want.
Right. I'm sure there's some kind of social lubricant we could use to get better access to the back door.
You're the best one
than
here
the
at
front
that.
door.
Or some sort
I-
of password.
Right. Yes. We can make it happen. And you know what? I think I am a little persuasive. It kind of worked on Erdo. I was a little surprised.
I like that. I'm gonna call Red our social lubricant moving forward. That's good.
That's right.
That's good stuff.
SM for short, or SL for short. I don't know words. Anyways.
Do you knock on it in a certain code?
Bree, I know you have busy things, and you have a busy day.
Yes, we do. Please, see yourself back there.
Oh, thank you.
You know where to go, I presume.
Yes, of course we do.
We've
Being,
been there like 20
Yeah, I know.
times.
I just go right there. 'cause I know the
Experts
way
on
to go.
doors and everything.
That's right.
But not the back door. We haven't
Not the
tried
back
that
door.
yet.
We'll figure it out. Maybe when we're official government, well, we are government contractors, right?
Maybe one day.
Yeah, kinda.
Do we get
actually-
separate 1099s or are we W-2s?
I don't know what that is.
I didn't fill out a 99.
I feel like we should know that better than anybody, being the IRS and all.
Yeah. How's this going to affect my taxes? All this income.
It's all cash. It's fine.
Yeah, if we're independent contractors, I have to have my own benefits.
You're speaking in things that I'm not an expert in. I'm sorry.
All right, off to Anders.
Yeah, we just
Hey, Aelin.
Wait, you guys. Hey.
Hey, Aelin, you made it.
Hi, I'm here.
Just
Sorry.
in time for the report,
I know.
the briefing.
The briefing.
Hmm?
I'm ready. Let's go.
We're going to Anders.
Okay,
Also, it's rude to walk by this desk without talking to
Oh,
somebody.
yeah.
That has been
Erdl, right?
established.
She would not like that.
No,
She's by the books.
correct. Yes.
Okay, we all heading back?
Heading down the hall to the left, to the first door. That's right.
Okay. Colt leading the way. You walk through the door into the back hallways there, and as soon as you do, you feel a and you hear a, oh my god!
Who in the? Oh. Oh, hey, I didn't
And
see you there.
You walk through and you see Ertl holding onto the wall.
What the fuck are you doing? Just walking back here, barging through. I cleared it with Anders, but I haven't even made it back up to the front yet.
Oh,
We ran into Bree, and she said it was okay.
I want to throw her to the bus, Red. Oh.
We were very persuasive, though. It's not Bree's fault.
Mm-hmm. She kind of stands up.
I give her a wink.
dusts herself off, and she says,
Well, go on ahead.
Thank you, Ertl. Oh, do you like tobacco?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Glad I asked. Thank you. Let's walk past her.
Did Erdl fall?
Also, sorry.
almost.
Erdl, are you hurt? Do you need me to heal you?
Healing magics aren't gonna fix what's wrong with me, dear.
Okay, well, if you ever do need me, just let me know, okay?
Mm-hmm. She kind of walks on past back out to the front. And you make your way through the halls and find yourself in front of Anders' office.
I don't hear anything in there.
Yeah,
do I?
is it closed? Is it...
You don't hear anything, no.
We'll just... Here you go.
Yes, come in. Yep. You're back,
We're back.
Hey,
and right as scheduled.
Hey,
Well, how'd it go?
we closed the door.
was this right as scheduled? That's crazy if it's right as scheduled. We did really good then.
Well, it was 5 and 5. That was the expectation. And we kind of booked it back. But
Guess- I
anyway,
guess
show them
that's
the
true.
thing. We got the thing. Who has it? Someone has it. One of y'all have it.
One
I
of,
have it?
one of you has it?
I think I have it.
Poof, you have it.
Yeah, I have it. I'm reaching to my. I don't have. I'm wearing a shirt. What am I going to reach in there?
So you would have
I pull my backpack around.
you would have the box with you. Or I'm sorry, no. I'm sorry. Abrak opened it and gave you the letter. Yep. Sorry.
mhm.
Yep.
So I'll reach into my pack and I'll start digging around. I think of the letter and but there it is. And I go, and there's a lot has happened, but first and foremost, this.
He reaches and grabs it and looks at it and says, "Whole lot of fuss over something so simple. I can't thank you enough. Once again, we owe you a great debt. I assume because you found this, you've already spoken with Abrak.
Yes.
Indeed.
We got him his paper money.
That's actually where that letter was stored. In that box. Inside that box.
Yes.
An arcane seal that we could not open and did not try to open.
That is very true.
Yes.
Also, that boat's gone.
Oh yeah, that boat is super gone.
The Sea Ghost.
A kraken or something took
Your
it
boat.
down. No, that's our ghost. That's our boat. the
Wait,
Sea
our
Ghost.
boat is the tax boat. What is
Well,
it
it
again?
was called the
It
Sea
was
Ghost, and now it's the Season to
Oh, the season desist. That's right. No, the Emperor of the Waves.
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh,
It's under the waves now. Some giant tentacle creature. So it's gone. So you don't have to
It
worry
was
about that.
terrible.
by the gods. What?
Right. It was wild.
What? Tell,
Do your pipe.
tell me.
Do your pipe thing.
Yeah, that's probably the. Hold on. Let me reach in my pack.
Yeah.
Let me just. I'll light it up. All right, check this shit out.
Puff, puff, give.
I'll blow the last 5 great, crazy, heroic things that happened to us with smoke in the air.
Okay. What specifically are you laying out?
I'm gonna show us exploring an abandoned ship loaded with spiders and zombies being slayed heroically by all of us. I'm gonna show him fighting an orc shaman with the power to do spider-like things to us being defeated. I'll show him the Kraken grasping the ship, ripping it down to the depths below. I'll show him me on the docks heroically finding a dock boy to get a cart for us and paying him even though I knew I was being swindled. And the last one could be whatever.
Just like whatever. It's just shapes.
It's like me like
pop up.
trying tea for the first time at Galen's house.
What about the part where you're getting the painting done?
Oh, I hated that. That went wrong for me.
You see him watch in just pure awe as these things play out. And this actually all happened. You're not exaggerating.
Pipe's magical, my friend. If you want to puff it, it'll show the last 5 heroic things you did.
Oh no, please, I don't partake.
Oh.
So was
That's great.
so this beast was not attacking the boat as you got there? It happened after you boarded?
It did.
Yeah.
I suppose I should say, oh, yeah, this one was kind of sad. Some Sahuagin boarded our ship as well and gutted one of our little dwarven pals, one of our crewmates.
Oh.
That was also after the fact. It feels like that was targeted. I'm pretty sure y'all all agree with that, right? That it didn't just show up and just like, I'm hungry, I want this thing. Our other ship
Right.
was right next door. I'm talking
And one that fell
100,
away.
200 feet out, maybe. It targeted this ship, ripped it down, peaced out.
And it seemed like after we dispatched with that shaman guy that things just kind of like went downhill super quick. I
Mhm.
mean, the boat wasn't in that great a condition, anyways, when we got it. It was adrift and like leaning and
So in this orb
fudged
that
up.
you showed in your smoke, it was someone living on it.
We have that journal, right? Don't we have the journal of their stuff? Or
I did
something?
not take. I'll be honest. I did not take a journal. Did anyone else take a journal?
Doesn't sound familiar.
I remember Red reading over it, and I remember him glossing over it hard, and I was like, Red, damn it, what did it say? He's like, the thing. And I was like, Red, damn it, what did it say? that went on for like 10 minutes, remember? That was like, that was a
All I
thing.
have is Red finds a journal. We start to read it, but then a huge spider comes down from the ceiling. We
I'll
have to
say
write a
that I
bunch of
took it
swarm.
in that note.
Okay.
We have this.
I have a thing that says Emperor of the Seas journal.
Radimir gives the journal to Kugal to keep safe.
Yeah, I have a thing that says Emperor of the Seas journal.
Oh,
All right.
I have a journal. Has the journal.
Here,
Hey.
let me
Notes.
see the bag.
Yay.
I'll like get in the bag and think of it, and I'm like, this is magic.
Look at this with the note.
The porno book from the first house comes out.
Oh no. That'll go in my bag.
Anders, may I?
Yes.
He takes it and starts to flip through. Oh dear. So it seems that Conrad was not the pirate we thought he was.
He was a victim.
Right.
This is a little concerning, to be honest. Everything we're dealing with the Sahuagin and the lizard folk, and then large tentacle beasts from the depths of the ocean coming up to attack a boat that some dark shaman was living on.
Right.
These are strange times. Well, I suppose I should look at this. He's kind of looking down at the letter.
Yes.
All of the other council members are my friends. I don't know how I feel about reading something. I don't know. Who's to say if it's even true?
I reckon you would be the judge of that once you read it, whatever that is, right? Must have been very important. Stowed away like that.
True. I will read it. I'll read it later. And he takes a key out and unlocks a drawer, pulls it out, slides this envelope under some other papers in that drawer, closes it, and locks it.
I had a weird feeling suddenly. Just start looking
You
around.
say
Go
that,
ahead.
or-
No. As a player, I'm just gonna.
Anders, for the record, if you would like someone with you while you read it, we are like, we could be there for you.
That is quite kind of you. I'll think on it. I'll think on it. But enough of the the drabness. So Albrecht paid you your money, I suppose.
Most of it.
Yeah, he has to convert some.
He was gonna go ahead and pay us for the bounty because of Conrad, even though we didn't really, bring him in. But turns out he wasn't at fault, but we found him regardless. So he was gonna give us $500 more.
Oh, how generous.
But he didn't have it at the time. So
Well, right.
He did say take some time to get the town money to you, but he would do it.
Yes, him and Gellin are quite fast friends, and they tend to stay quite close and keep each other apprised of that.
good.
Oh, and he wants to do some kind of yacht cruise, pleasure cruise thing.
Oh yeah, celebration.
Yeah,
Oh,
like a redneck yacht club kind of. But wouldn't that be dangerous, right? Like that's our first thought. Like,
Yes.
a whole bunch of people in the water.
He was all like, "Nothing bad will ever happen."
And, yeah,
One of those.
and then like
It's always when something bad happens.
things that alter your consciousness. Plus, we have bad things in the water, and like I don't know. I thought, is there like a river we could like go,
A pleasure river?
like a slow river,
Well,
like
there-
a lazy river.
is a river, yes, but
Go tubing.
Yeah.
nothing big enough for the
Moving
yacht,
over a
the
river.
Primwater to.
over a rope over a river.
to fit down. I
Right.
see you're not familiar with Gellen's pleasure cruises.
No.
He is quite the showboat, for lack of a better term. He loves to celebrate, and you're going to have an almost impossible time convincing him not to do it, and probably an even harder time of not participating in it yourselves.
Have you been on one of these? Like you're from here too. Have y'all been on one of these?
No, never. They're weird and silly, and it's all, I don't know, it just feels weird.
Well, it's okay to.
It's like that thing that
Relax
I had to talk
sometimes.
at after repairing the boat out in the water. It was like one of those.
Like a press conference?
Was that what that was?
like a public forum?
I don't know. Everyone just wanting to celebrate stuff, and
Oh, the party.
You
Yeah.
gotta talk because we're celebrating that too, and it's just let's just go home, drink tea.
We probably would just be referenced and like, oh look, it's the heroes of Saltmarsh.
That's what they all say until they're,
and then
now
we
you
can-
gotta say something, and then
Speech.
Yeah.
Anders.
Well, that's when you do the inspirational stuff. Like if you stay in school and don't do drugs, you too can be a hero of Saltmarsh.
It's true, and
I don't know if it's
although
a
I
hero.
am a council member, I am not fond of public speaking. But I can turn it on when I need to, and I suppose one day I'll have to give quite the speech at my wedding. I know Poppy is probably anticipating me popping the question sometime soon. We'll see. A little nervous.
Congrats in advance.
Thank you.
You're gonna have a pleasure cruise wedding.
About that time, you hear on the door behind you, and like without even a moment's notice, in comes Gellin Primwater.
Anders, am I to understand that the mission was a success? Oh, the hero of Saltmarsh here once again, saving the day.
Hey, Galen.
I do like some puffs of smoke. like,
I'm just kind of looking down, but I was,
Oh, we are going to celebrate this. Do you realize the fortunes that you have brought back to Saltmarsh?
It was quite a do the pipe thing.
I only do it once a day.
Oh.
You were starting the celebration without me.
Well, not
You sons of
necessarily. It's
bitches.
more like a
We'll get you on the next one.
recap.
Yes, we're going on a pleasure cruise.
We've heard.
Is that really a good idea, though?
It's
because it's
the only idea.
dangerous.
Oh,
Maybe
it's
not that
perfectly
far
safe.
out in the water.
We're not far off the coast. It's beautiful, beautiful people. It's going to be wonderful. The wine will be flowing. The food will be delicious. The
Sounds
company
pretty
will be
great.
even better.
Yeah, you wanna go.
I don't want to go cool.
Oh, don't be down like that. Come on.
Sourpuss.
I mean, if
Sometimes
everyone wants to, we will. I mean, it's just,
So it's settled. Pleasure cruise, 2 days.
2 days.
2 days.
How big is the boat? Is everyone going to be on it for 2 days? Well,
No, I need 2 days to get ready.
Oh.
You silly goose.
Okay, that sounds more reasonable.
We'll be out there for a week.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just a day.
Right.
I looked at Anders. See, like,
Anders
this is-
is sitting back like,
There's nothing wrong with enjoying the pleasures of life. On occasion.
Well,
We must celebrate.
no one can argue that, I suppose. So, well, if anything, it's better for us to be there. If something does go wrong, we're the
That's right.
the go-to. So I guess we have to either way.
he takes his hand and puts it on each of your shoulders.
You are all now heroes of Saltmarsh.
Hey!
That's what I've been saying for a while.
Group poster. Yes.
The amount of gold that's going to come into this town now that Abra can reopen his business. Oh, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good for the city. For everyone.
That's what matters the most.
Hell yeah.
And you all can get in early on this as well. make
Yeah,
some
is there an investment
fine
opportunity?
coin. Of course, there's an investment opportunity. Are you kidding me?
That is Red's type of thing.
Yes,
Maybe
we have
Aylin's
our
too.
own little business.
We'll discuss numbers later. For now, we plan the best pleasure cruise. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And then we'll talk numbers. All right. Anders, hold down the fort. I've got planning to do. He turns around and like, zoom, back out into the hallway.
How did he know?
Word travels fast if you're, I don't know, rich and powerful,
Yes.
well connected.
Gellin has many connections, and this is a small town. Word travels fast. I suppose it wouldn't take long for folks to see you pulling back up at the dock in one piece.
Yeah, we are a bunch of freaks, kind of looking.
No,
We don't-
freaks.
Well, we stand out. That's what I mean. to say.
Do
We
we?
don't look like normal people.
Are there like
Look
armored
down,
people
like-
around the town too?
Yeah,
Like,
we're
wearing
like
robes
decked
sometimes.
out.
Occasionally.
Like if we were in a crowd of like 50 people, would you be like you could just right at us?
It wouldn't be like that, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not the day of the world, whatever it is that the movies. Like, yeah, no. You will.
Only in armor. I'm gonna just shirt,
Once we get those posters everywhere.
pants. Oh, well, I guess in that regard, yeah, that's true.
But remember, charity work too. We will donate some to charities, and we'll have those moments.
That is the only selling factor keeping me going. That's right. I like this fame stuff.
We have to have money in to keep us going.
Yeah, but just to revisit another topic, just for a moment, Anders, are you sure you don't want to read that letter now?
Make a persuasion check, and I won't say disadvantage. No, just make a persuasion check.
Baby, it's nat 20. That's first to
Wow.
Ooh, okay.
Save us the trip.
He says,
Suppose maybe it would be better to have friends here as well, and Gellin has already made his big entrance, so shouldn't be any more interruptions. Please, would you lock the door? He unlocks the drawer again, pulls it out, wax seal, breaks it.
go. Can I just as a little precaution, because Colt's a little paranoid during this. The whole reason he mentioned that is because he had a very strong feeling that once we left tomorrow morning, somehow this letter would be gone. So I'm just gonna sit back and kind of just start looking around the room, kind of like I'm just trying to sense if there's something. Like I get that feeling of being watched or heard.
okay, make a perception check.
Can I aid in that at all?
Like
You
ninjas are
can,
gonna
I mean,
pop
you
out,
can
or-
also make a perception check if you'd like.
17.
Okay.
Never mind.
What was it?
A 1.
A one?
But I do have a +6 now. But
Was it nat one?
yes.
Okay. You start looking around, and like a fleck of dust gets in your eye.
Y'all smell something?
Colt, you looking around the room. Are you what specifically are you looking for?
So I'd be walking down the room and I'd kind of be peeking for like cracks, maybe looking for a piece of ceiling tile that looks a bit thinner or maybe slightly twisted. Just if there's an idea that there's a traitor in the council, Colt would be thinking that this building has probably been compromised one way or another somewhere.
Okay.
Is there like a painting that the eyes have been cut out in it?
Yeah, and they're looking like slinking.
It's always looking at me, and I'm just kind of going back and forth.
Are you pausing Anders while you do this, or are you just doing it?
No, I'm keeping him whatever security level he's at. I'm just doing it.
Doing an ocular pat down?
Yeah, I'm doing an ocular pat down the room while he does this thing.
You do a pretty thorough look around the room. And while there are imperfections in the walls and ceilings, you don't see anything like peering through or detect any kind of
No wall traversals.
right. Yeah, nothing that seems to jump out at you as being irregular.
Yep. Okay.
So he takes the letter, pulls off the wax seal, opens it, and unfolds it, and begins to read. And you see his expression kind of confusion to sadness to just kind of confusion. He just kind of drops the letter on the desk and just sort of sits like this and looks down at it.
Is everything all right? What did it?
There's no way everything could be all
What
right.
did it say?
It seems as though one of our own partook in some particularly egregious activity not too long ago. I suppose I can trust you. But you must promise not to say anything until we decide what to do with this information.
Of course.
Okay, once you report something to the IRS, they get pretty serious, but we'll hold for that.
Also in the wraps.
It seems as though our esteemed councilwoman, Ada Boland,
What? Okay, all right. Yeah.
it seems as though she participated in the trading of slaves.
Oh, that's
That's not good. That is unfortunate.
According to this,
said Ida, right?
it was trading of slaves to the sea princes. According to this, it was somewhat of an agreement, it seems. She would trade them slaves, and they would grant the town amnesty from their attacks.
Oh, not a great or good deal.
The punishment for this is, on the light side, expulsion from the town, exile. And on the harsher side, well,
I know, Anders.
my question though is what? I just don't know what to do with this evidence or why my parents even held on to it. I suppose they didn't know what was in it. So who got this information?
That is not my skill set. I wouldn't know how to begin to find. I'm not really. Any of y'all have any ideas how we figured that out?
So is this letter just like an affidavit, if you will, of the statement, or does this have details in it, or is
Pour
this
through it. There's no signature.
Well, that's someone's seal, right?
There's just the seal of Saltmarsh.
No, something like only a government official could have.
Mm.
So whoever got that info had to be privy to the info gatherer person.
But if it's an anonymous document without evidence on there, I'm not trying to dismiss what it says, more so just what proof do we have to back up the claim this is making?
None.
Because this is a serious accusation. You can't just go in and be like,
We would have to ask other council folk somehow, and that's a
You should leave that to me.
big reveal once you do that. Once you open that can of worms, that's okay. That person knows now. You know what I mean?
I can maybe ask around if people have heard rumors of Ida and not give any details.
Maybe not even
I mean,
mention name. Maybe mention about just slave trade
I
stuff.
was about to say, is that a big thing here?
Well, I'll be
Is
damned.
that
We had a philosophical discussion about that before, remember?
slave trading?
Yeah, smuggling. There's
Well,
smugglers that smuggle people.
People smuggling is way
Oh
worse
shit!
than...
I could lower my tone. People smuggle people.
People smuggling is way worse than, like, item smuggling.
It is. It's the worst kind.
It's like, I want booze from that other country, and I'm going to...
But Aelin may have better success finding this
I
out.
don't
is
have
what
to
I'm
pay
getting at.
tariffs on it.
There's also like the consideration of the people who get smuggled. Do they want to be smuggled, or do they not want to be smuggled?
Yeah, what's the
Sometimes
whole
people
arrangement?
want to move and go somewhere on purpose.
In this case, I don't think they want to.
Right.
If they're using the term slave, then that sounds,
Do you have connections
not
with
volunteer.
any sea prince groups or anything?
Yeah. Does that name
Look at Anders.
sound familiar to any of you?
Well, of course.
Sea
Yeah,
prince?
we know the sea princes. I don't know them. Or I don't know their
You
circles.
know, I'm not
but
from here, so I don't know.
Hugo might too, but
I don't know any sea princes,
well, not personally, but their groups or rings, right?
but Anders, are you? I won't be in. Do I have amnesty? Is that what it's called?
Different
Immunity?
community.
Hold on, I'm thinking
Do I
that
have
at
immunity?
all. Not in that zone at all.
Yeah, do we have immunity this week?
Today, specifically, for this conversation.
As long as you promise not to write about this in some letter that gets sealed in a magic box
Definitely
that gets
won't.
dug up
Definitely
15
won't.
years from now.
I do know some smugglers, so we could ask them.
What would you do on your end, Anders? How would you further this?
And the first thing I would do is, well, my longest standing family friend is my butler. He was quite close with my family, with my parents. And I imagine he was probably privy to everything they were. So I would probably ask him.
I say we wait till he does that first, then, before we start digging in holes, see what comes out. Does that sound good? Is that what you want to do?
Yes. Scarin has been a very close friend and a stout ally to
You said
me.
his name is Scarin?
Yeah, we met with them at Aylin's house.
Yes.
I thought that was like an alias. His name is actually Scarin?
Yes, Wave Chaser. Yes.
Yeah, is it scaring you?
I mean, I was gonna make that joke. Red got there first. Right there. He's not a creepy guy. Nah, it's already over. It's already now.
That's
All
fine.
right. Well, you check with him first, then I suppose. Nah, there's.
This was Scarin there.
Ah!
Muy guapo, eh?
No, muy guapo.
Silver Fox.
I suppose. What do you want from us then? The time being, take it easy. Go shopping.
Yeah.
You've earned some respite, yes. And I will see what we need to do about this over the next couple days. And honestly, now that pleasure cruise sounds quite nice.
Anders, it is gonna be a problem.
4 to 1. I think
I
it's
sense
4 to
it
1 on a good idea.
In my bones, it's gonna be a problem somehow. I don't
It's
want
gonna
to.
be a great time. But we'll be there.
Well,
and
if there's a Saltmarsh party without some sort of problem, it's not a party at all.
Well, I
ain't
mean,
no party like a Saltmarsh.
that's fun to say with the drunkards, but like, well, we'll see. We'll be there either way.
That's right. We'll be on the scene, off duty, on duty.
Ah, and I'll bring Poppy. Perhaps you'll have a chance to meet her.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Sounds delightful.
Very good.
Unless y'all got other questions, we got a lot of other business to attend to. Actually, are we good? We good here?
Well, we have like
Google, are you burning questions?
Maybe.
No? Good. Aylin?
I have an unrelated question. The town business, not business, town. I don't know.
Business.
How do I go about? I don't know if it's like a permit I need from the city to expand on my house. I went to talk to them about it. The
full permits.
The Carpenters Guild, yes.
Yeah, and they were
Reluctant to help.
reluctant. That's a good word. They were reluctant to help and asked about like,
Did you have the proper forms?
Well, I didn't know. Like, I'm new here. I've never expanded on my house, so I don't know what I need.
Yes, they should have the forms there, and apologize on their behalf. They can be quite short.
That's.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do the old? You gotta grease people's pockets always when that happens. Did you grease them? You didn't grease them, Aylin? You always gotta grease pockets. Google, that's how it works. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta ask you about a back door in a minute. Go ahead, though.
If you fill out the proper forms, I can make a few inquiries.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I can't wait to meet Poppy.
She is the best.
That's beautiful.
You had a question about a door.
Yeah, last thing, I suppose, before we go. We normally like to come in the front, but it's always crowded. Like, it's always, there's a lot of going on there.
Yes.
And it's a little difficult to get where we want to go.
Erdl.
Myrtle, yeah, you probably get that already. But we were made...
Myrtle is quite sweet. You don't like her?
What?
She is insistent on holding us up to meet you every time. So we asked if you had a back door we could get in. And we were told probably, but we wanted to ask permission first.
Passes or safe word.
It's not the first time someone of some import has asked to come in the back door.
See?
Normally the answer is no. Because you make an exception for one, you have to make an exception for everybody.
That's
Well
true.
said.
That's
Well
true.
said.
There's a YouTube comment.
YouTube.
Oh, yeah?
That's in the other part of town, Matt. That's down in Crabber's Cove. He says, and it's not really just me, it's for the protection of all of the council members. And I can't say that
We'd
all
have
of
to
the
get
council
permission from
member
all of them.
wants you to come in the back door.
Yeah. I feel like we'd have a tough time with some of them. You seem more eager, but the rest of them would.
I know you.
Absolutely
I'm
hold
very
us up.
much more comfortable with allowing you in the back door, but Manistrad, Ada, they may not want you to come in the back door.
There's a few of them I wouldn't even want to use the back door. Just knowing that I have to have their permission. So I guess we'll just go in the front from now on.
Is there a way for us to get fast-tracked on coming in the front door whenever we want though?
Now that I can do.
We don't have to make a pit stop and then like...
I believe I can get Erdl to let you in through the front door. I'll have a word and just let them know, as long as it's you
Have, like, a
and your
lanyard,
friends,
like a badge.
Multi-pass.
Yeah, if we have fast passes to the front.
you get
Unlimited
express
lighting.
access to the front door. Because I don't mind. But as long as you're
Would not,
going
though.
through the proper channels and someone sees you entering, then should be fine.
That works
We
too
would-
then. That's just as good.
We would never pull a gallon and just barge in.
Right. Now, Gellin can be quite impulsive.
Yeah, I guess we wouldn't do that. We haven't done that yet.
We'd probably knock really loud if it's something like, hey, but we'd still respect your office privacy.
Mm-hmm.
It is appreciated. With that, is there anything else I can do for you? Oh, the negotiations with the lizard folk are going quite well.
Good.
That is good.
We have struck up an alliance with them and have begun trade.
Oh, trade. That's big.
so
That's awesome.
Civilizations grow. Trade.
I believe once a few more pieces are in place, we could potentially aid them in reclaiming their home. Sea home, I believe they called it. Very matter of fact, very direct. They have rock home, which is in the rocks,
That's where we were.
and then sea home, which is in the sea.
Did they ever mention the sea home to us?
Yeah, they were driven out.
They were, yeah.
That's why we were fighting this.
We didn't see that at all though.
No.
No. That's out in the sea somewhere.
You didn't see the sea home.
Well, no, I don't think we
Right.
did. No.
I haven't seen it either.
I wonder how long they can stay
Where
in
has
the water.
Sorv been staying?
We have quarters here in the council hall for him. We normally use it for short-term guests, but extenuating circumstances and all.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Plus, not a lot of visitors of high profile coming here lately, anyway. So,
If you see him before we do, give him our best.
of course.
All right. Well, we're gonna go take care of some other crazy IRS business. If you want to contact us, just send someone to her place, and we'll figure it out.
We'll see you at the pleasure cruise.
Very good.
And I guess we'll be doing that.
We deserve a little bit of respite.
Right.
Okay, Anders, you take it easy.
And you.
Time
Thank
to
you.
leave.
Thank you.
Okay. You head back out through the front door into the street.
what we all want to do.
Has anybody like seen Poppy? Is she real?
I don't think I've. Do I? Have I met Poppy?
Have we
I
not
don't-
seen her
I
in
don't want to
passing
doubt
before?
Anders' character or anything.
I mean, I've heard about her, but no, I haven't seen her. I haven't sought her out.
I was genuinely curious.
You
I
think he's
don't-
making it up?
No, that did not come to mind.
That'd be
Poppy
real
is
bad.
Inkwell's daughter. I have in my
That
notes.
is true. She is
Mhm.
I have in my notes. You know them.
I do know them.
Yeah, you don't like them.
So you've seen Poppy then?
Not like.
But
And I was gonna keep it that way if I could.
Why hide it from us? That you know somebody?
Red, did you ever know that you're the type to encourage things even when someone says, "Hey, I'm not interested in that thing," and you're kind of like, "But the thing," and then they're like, "Ah, the thing." You're like, "The thing."
That does apply to a lot, but not in this circumstances. I honestly don't care more.
Poppy's probably not real. She's probably made up.
But you just said she was real. though.
You said you know her.
You just said you knew her. I mean, I don't care to like about her, and I know you have your secrets with different people.
Okay, Poppy
And
is
I-
an awful person who does awful things, has always been awful, will always remain awful, and the fact that she's with Anders is a massive conflict of interest, and we're gonna have to be involved. It's probably gonna be on the stupid project cruise, and we're face first, and then what's up? Give me the list, Red.
I
Where's the list?
didn't mean to. I seriously did not mean to spring this open that much.
Let me pull
More-
your lifelong bullies out in front of you and
more
just
so-
say, "Shake hands. Let's have
You-
fun."
You did, and we've seen them in the woods. Remember, cloaked figures.
Oh shit. Yes. But you weren't
Face
friends
to
with
face
You
with-
fought him though. We went
Yeah, we were never friends.
sword to dagger on him.
That's
I
right.
can be cold to Poppy if you would like.
I was just kind of making sure she was actually like a person.
Ooh. We can make snide comments.
I don't want to put you in a weird spot, Dalen. You
We can be
judge
passive
on you
aggressive.
judge on your.
I thought that
thing.
you would be prettier than that.
Oh shit!
Are you feeling okay today? Or not you're prettier than that. Poppy, are you feeling okay? You don't look too
She's-
good right now.
don't
You're
do
a
that.
little,
She
little
might-
green.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, your outfit's a little lacking for such a pleasure cruise. I think it'd be more festive.
I don't know. Look, I haven't
We could try.
seen her in a long time. I don't know how capable she is. I don't know if it's wise to anger someone we don't really know.
Huh,
that
Poppy,
well.
you're not what I pictured in my head.
Goodness, passive aggressive stuff.
You got Dave Chappelle and the freaking Player Haters Club over it.
Hope all the bad things in the world happen to you.
Riches. We'll just take it in stride, Aelin.
Like, oh, Poppy, what a common name. Just like the flowers.
Well, you know,
Oh,
she-
Poppy, are you not feeling well? Oh, that's just your
Oh,
attitude.
that was some
okay.
lighting shadows.
it might be better to try and not make her an all-out enemy too. She is
Okay.
the daughter of one of the council people,
And we
well-
are the closest to Anders of the council.
and apparently Anders. What the fuck?
We're friends.
Well, not yet.
friends with
Not
Anders.
yet.
Yeah, he hasn't
He's
proposed
supposed
yet.
to propose.
There may have been some
You know,
hesitation.
maybe we could say instead to Anders, I don't know, I just really couldn't picture you and Poppy together. It's an interesting combination.
We'll see how it goes at the cruise.
See how it goes.
2
with the
days.
cruise, Red.
He's 100%.
I can't wait to get to Laguna Beach. Laguna Beach pleasure cruise in 2 days. I heard MTV's gonna be there.
I almost hope we get attacked, so we have to deal with that.
An interruption of the festivities.
Yeah, and everyone
To
panics.
display
and we,
our
we
heroics
fight.
at the pinnacle of the party.
So best case outcome. It sounds like, Red.
Be very righteous. You know, I could have you like zip in the air, like when I pulled what's her name from the shark. I could like zip you up like a mast, and then like have you like hammer down your fist. Like you could like fall down like that.
Do you mean like throw me?
No, like I would zip up with you,
Oh, you'd take me with you.
and then you could drop. I could drop you, and then you could like hammer down into something. Wouldn't that be awesome?
I might break my legs, Red. I don't know what we're
No, you'd be
talking about
hands
here.
first. You want your legs would be behind you.
I feel like my arms may suffer the same thing, Red.
No, you'd be hitting the creature like a bad person. Wouldn't that be cool?
You know, if we had the right magics, perhaps, but it sounds like there's a piece missing.
We
there.
have the right magics. Not like sparks. Like,
Please don't take me somewhere like that right now, like in the near future.
No, it'd be consensual.
There we go. Consensual.
When
Red,
it
what-
comes to fighting, I would never do something like that. Forceful.
Unless I was with a bunch of sharks, I'd hope you would.
Well, then, yeah, we'd zip down and shock them and then like, zip out. Which is pretty cool.
Aylin, we're like right in front of the townhouse or whatever, council house, whatever. Is there like two like alleyways on the side of it? Over here, I'll motion everyone to the side alley. Just over here, real quick. I'm making a scene. So, Aylin, we did get a little weird piece of information. Buddy here, Red, with all his weird stuff. He got a little. You remember the lady that wants to trade magic items? She wants him alone.
Later tonight. At her shop.
Are you guys courting?
Not that I was aware.
Damn, that's a good question. Are you?
But
Did
it
you
is
talk to her
also
without us?
on the possibilities. You can file it away as a 1% chance. But that
Maybe
is a thing. I don't recall any sparks, if you will, from our previous meeting.
How old do we think they are?
Tieflings age fairly, if I remember right, I believe they age fairly similarly to average people. You would guess maybe late 20s, early 30s.
And she was definitely some kind of a magic user, if I recall.
She's quite good looking.
Right. I don't.
And she wants you by yourself.
Man, she
Yes,
knows
it could also
something
be
about
something nefarious, which is a little on edge.
Kind of.
you. Yeah, how do you want to handle
Right.
that? That's kind of your show,
I mean,
Red.
she's well connected and stuff. It could be something negative. I'm not sure.
How do you want
But it
to?
could also be a proposition,
True.
good and bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It could be dangerous, right?
Could be dangerous. Could be not.
So
Could be alone time. Who knows? We'll see.
Are you gonna do it?
I feel like we should. I don't. See
Well,
any
there's no we
reason-
there. It's you.
Right. I don't see any reason not. I mean, again, I was just kind of like on autopilot, if you will, when I was there, because y'all were the ones talking with her about the training for stuff and submarine and other things and whatever.
Did Red not talk to her for real? We were there.
I was just kind of like,
Now it's extra weird. That means she knows something about you.
well, people of our abilities can really focused on it and stuff. You can pick up. That's the thing.
Guess that's true. Maybe
I mean,
she
it
detects that weird
could-
shadow stuff.
Right. I mean, it could just be like defense as like a shop owner, you know. Like some shop owners have a blade under the counter or something. Maybe she always has that up. It's like,
In that case, that's tonight then. Give us some more stuff on that list. What can we
you
tackle?
know, let me pull out my sundial on my wrist.
At
Where's
this point,
north? I'm like, all right.
it's probably around late afternoon.
It's late afternoon.
We got hours to go.
She said sundown, right? So, it's a couple hours. So on this list of things that are important, we have meat Xanders.
We did that.
We have Anders. We finished the Emperor of the Waves. We
Did
figured
that.
that out. We have Kugal's armor,
I was gonna say, what's the
which
schedule look
was 20 days from the 5th of Myrtle.
What's today?
The day is like the 8th or something.
Oh,
Today.
shit. Be a minute still.
I gotcha. Well, no, because remember you were on a
20 days.
a trip, so
Yeah.
today is actually the 15th of Myrtle.
Oh, okay.
Kind of close. A few more days.
You
Hope it
were on
gets
a,
done
you were
before
on
we head
a,
out again.
a 10-day
Pleasure cruise.
adventure, yeah, not pleasure cruise, yeah.
That's terrible. So
What
we
day did you say
have
was the what of March?
15. So we have 5 more days for Kugal's armor. And then Oh, it's 20 days from the 5th of March. So,
Yeah.
so we have 10 more days.
Yeah.
We have 10 more days on your armor. We have so for the frames.
Can I pay for an express?
Yeah. From the frames,
It takes what it takes.
it was 20 days from the 6th of Myrtle. So we have 11 more days for the first batch of posters to come.
A lot of waiting here. Yeah. Okay.
Outside of that, it's more of just like some ambiguous stuff. Like we have cult people. We have we have the Bog Witch and sisters.
Wait, the what?
The Bog Witch. That was
Oh,
the
that's
other
right.
the other
The
bad
Bog
thing
Witch.
that we didn't even.
A couple of
really-
people passing by the alley, like, look down there when you say that.
We have that.
Oh,
Bog
not
Witch,
you, not you.
Bog Witch and sisters.
Mhm.
I mean, we have the Sea Threat, which is kind of this big, ambiguous, whatever.
Yeah,
Not
that's,
really
that's an
like-
overall thing. That's
Yeah, it's like a big thing. Then we have just like kind of like reminders of things of like, different family members and friends and stuff and whatnot. There's something about salmon and a big fish. Oh yeah, he wants weird food, right? Like if we get a big fish, he wants it. If I remember right.
Samwell, yeah, he wanted to cook specialized stuff. I think
Yeah,
that was more
if
of a your thing.
Yeah, if we find some big fish, we can ask Caldec about his book studies.
I kind of don't want to do that.
There's also the you have the
Guy's weird.
you have the Tower of Xenopus.
Xenopus.
Tower of Death.
We have that.
Not Xenopus.
That
Not Xenopus.
that might be next. Keep going.
We have the weird bridge that we could try and fix.
The
Racist
We don't-
racist bridge.
Yeah, it's the racist bridge.
We could try to
It
tackle
is
that.
on the
That's
list.
right next door.
It is a long-term goal. And then really it's just like contacts. Like, we're looking for Axel. We're looking for your dad. Stuff like that. So I mean, we don't really have anything like hot, if you will. We do
Right.
need to tell our captain that, hey, we're on a pleasure cruise in 2 days. She did request a 2-day notice for sailing.
It'd be wise to have them following behind on this cruise, don't you think?
We can ask the captain where, probably for safety procedures, where we should be. What her, I don't know. I've never been on a pleasure cruise.
That might be the first thing we need to do. But after that, we have, it sounds like, 3 options. 1, we go bog hunting. It's kind of far. I don't know about that one. 2, Xenopus. Also kind of far, but very intriguing. And 3, racist bridge survey and investigation.
And 4, I can run by the Carpenters Guild and get my paperwork.
Oh, the
That's
big
just a
house
quick
there.
trip.
But that'd be on the way. On the way
We
to
could do
Song.
that.
5.
We really-
Quick adventure, Morty, in and out.
5. We need party.
Oh, we do need some new
Yeah.
I
threads.
do not need.
I
And
was,
we've got a shit ton of gold now. We could get
I was
some
never, I was never invited to a pleasure cruise growing up, so I'm curious.
thing.
Like, is there an entire that we need? If so, then
I've never done it
we've
either. I have
got
no
money.
idea. I feel like our, it's. I mean, look at that armor. You kidding me? You're like already dressed
You
up.
know, I should wear this because I remember you telling me now that Poppy didn't like technology and magical things and anything that's not like
Is she
normal.
the Amish?
She's out there raising a barn right now, brother.
It wasn't magic necessarily. It's more.
Like things that shouldn't be able to be what they are.
It's more the
she's
technology.
a vegan.
Technology. It's really a shame that it's not the magic thing.
Oh yeah, we
Because I
could
was
definitely.
kind of planning if she was being mean to just do some little ominous whispers around her all night.
I could just do this for her all day if she hated it. Just like,
Probably won't
I
have
could
a
just
problem
walk
with
around the
that.
party just magically changing my outfit. But
yeah, how
this
cool
guy's
that
stuff.
be?
Hey,
right.
What do you like this?
That's the devil.
We should go by the market, though. I mean, we have a lot of money now. It'd be wise to get a few potions at least.
Let's
we
go.
should. Do we need to talk to somebody like on the social, like an event planner or something, to figure out this? Of
What do you mean?
like what's to be expected, or their customs, or yeah, like outfits and stuff.
Gellin seemed beyond stoked that we were just gonna be there. Period. So I imagine we could
Show up as
come in
ourselves.
t-shirts and shorts if we wanted. Plus, it's a pleasure cruise. Everyone's gonna be pretty, whoop, you know what I mean.
Oh, should we stock up? BYOB.
Well, that'll be there, I'd imagine.
Well, and if he's planning it, he said it's not going to be for 2 days, so maybe there'll be like a poster or something, and that'll give us some type of detail, like show up in your finest, or like pleasure cruise.
Right. Yeah, it could be a theme.
You know,
Yeah.
if we did show up, underdressed and not prepared, they may just let us. They may tell us not to go. We could.
I don't
We could
think
just.
that's true.
We could just see what happens.
We're the IRS.
Thinking about this, though, I probably will wear what I have on.
We're a
Because
pretty
if there
big deal.
is an issue, then I don't want to feel unprepared.
There's gonna be an issue.
Yeah.
There's no way there's not gonna be an issue.
Okay.
We literally
Maybe
just
we're
had a
just-
Kraken attack us. We had Sahugin jump our... Every time we've been on the water. 2 out of 3 times we've been on the water. Something's happened. What did they get? They got a dwarf. They killed him.
Yeah, they were with the sharks.
It was
You were.
there was a dwarf that was very violently murdered on the
Yeah.
ship's deck, like in
They
front of
snuck
everybody.
on in the middle of the night. Slit someone's throat.
They damn near cut his head off.
That's why I wanted those spikes on the side I've been talking about. Remember? You pull them and it's like a defense. You try to climb on. You oh, my hand. Yeah.
So we need to talk to Captain Ironham for sure. Let her know, hey, pleasure cruise 2 days.
Is the market on the way to the docks from where we are, or is it a different way?
It's not on the way. The docks would be first, but it's not that out of the way if you want to do that first.
Is Andros' shop ever like stock things, or is she just strictly like kind of like trade?
Mostly order and trade. There were some various bits and bobs in there, but it looked mostly like stuff that was easy to transport and not like you got the idea that this was not a permanent establishment and it was kind of like a pop-up every now and again.
A wagon with a tent,
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
so that she won't have like a sword and Kraken slaying, just like hanging over the man.
She might.
Oh,
You can always ask. I can ask later.
hey,
So
by
are-
the way,
So are my mad.
So it sounds like
Ciao.
let's go update Captain Ironhand on the 2-day notice. Have him follow behind us for the cruise. We'll be on the cruise. That's I'm assuming what we want to do. Head to market afterwards,
Oh,
and then just downtime till you do your thing later, and then 2 days of just waiting on whatever comes next on our cruise.
You know, we typically don't have a lot of downtime. I'm sure something.
Yeah, there's no. Even if we wanted to, we couldn't go check out Xenopus. It's just killer. It's killing me.
Too
You
far
know?
away.
Bog witches are probably causing problems too.
Right. And we usually have
down there in the marshes.
we usually have some kind of lead or something to like, hey, this is what's going on with them. We just know they're a thing. I mean, yeah, we could talk to our lizard folk ambassador. Like, hey, what's the deal with that?
Would I have been aware of Sea Princes being all about like they approve of slavery, like that's a normal thing out there?
You know that. Go ahead and make a history check. There's gonna be some stuff that you just definitely know, but I'm gonna see.
You ain't gonna believe me, but a nat 20.
Okay. Rolling
hot.
hot today. You got that
Yeah.
inspiration on now. Now you don't need it, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
So you would remember that the Sea Princes, they dealt in slaves quite a bit. It was not unusual. It was a huge part of their income and their trade, and although it was not unusual for them to do it, it's highly unusual that there would be any kind of like agreement with a proper town such as Saltmarsh. So, you know, it's one of those things like it's hard to say if there was like some sort of leverage involved or if like short of what the letter said just about like, hey, you trade us slaves, we won't flatten your city. It's unusual.
I'll relay most of that just so everyone's aware too. And I'll add on. I mean, it's just, I don't know how they'd be getting people out of here for that purpose. You know what I mean? Trading from here. I don't really pay attention to the news too much, but surely it's reported some folks go missing sometimes, right? It has to. For that to be a thing. I wonder if it's a thing that's still happening even. That letter was old, right?
I would think it would have to.
you
But
think if anybody would know, we talked to
mentioned-
Kreb or something like that?
It seemed like it was a little older.
I
that's
mean,
what I'm
you
curious.
mentioned Anders mentioned it was 15 years,
And
something like that.
the Sea Prince threat was taken care of not that long ago.
I just get an uneasy feeling about all this. Feels like everything's kind of coming in from all edges, and it's just gonna eventually just, you know what I mean? Is that just me?
It does kind of seem that way. Things are kind of lining up. And now we have this curveball with the council.
That's that fate stuff.
What to do with that?
That maybe some God stuff too, and like believe that kind of stuff. Aylin, when was the last time you checked in with the big guy?
we were actually just talking about it. About maybe not it specifically up, but mentioning like, hey, was there any I've tried here?
Microphones.
Oh.
Microphones.
That big guy. I thought initially you were talking about crab, but
No, not that big guy.
oh,
big guy.
the big guy every day.
Get any weird vibes or anything lately?
Not specifically. I mean, we have a very loving relationship, so I just really feel love from him. I can, I'll pray about it.
But you're a big guy.
You definitely have
I don't think
sense.
the mic picked up any of that.
He is as unconcerned about this as he could be.
Oh. Big guy. Way different.
You seem to have this like impending sense of like we're in sudden doom.
Something feels real
We're
off,
not.
Red.
You remember that vision we had of the terrible place? We're not there.
That kind
We're
of was
along-
the beginning of all of it, I
We're
think.
a long way away from that.
The second Anders didn't want to read that letter, I just felt like a chain was set in motion. I don't know how to explain it. Something just feels... Oh, maybe it's just me. Maybe it is just me.
That
Seems
something
like the
was.
distress. I'm just like kind of like internally like praying to Volker right now, like, well, is there something you need to tell me? Or you've been like shielding me from something? I don't know, but like Colt's really freaking out over here, and it's kind of freaking me out. So naturally, like, something's going on.
I mean, less than 10 people know about that letter. We were told about it by Scarin. And Scarin came with somebody, if I remember right. Yeah, he was with
Birthday.
Birthday. But they knew that because of Albrecht. And so Albrecht knew of the letter, I think. I don't know if Albrecht knew what was in the letter. He just knew it was details and stuff. Like, I think that's right. Like, at least that's how I remember it.
Well, I know for a fact we're being watched one way or another. I mean, the fact that you got bumped into and delivered a letter without any of us being aware it was coming, that should be proof on its own. And that's not even related to any of this.
Right.
As far as I know right now.
Well, we're being watched in a good way. It's who we are.
Are we being
They
watched
should-
right?
Like, look up and there's a spider. Like,
I think I just need a good night's rest. Let's go talk to Captain Ironhand. Let her know what's up.
Okay.
but tell us more about your gut feelings, though. We do appreciate it. Not to cut you off.
You good? You good. All right. We're going to take a 10-minute break right here, and we'll be right back to continue with tonight's camp episode, session, whatever it is. We'll be back. And we're back.
Hello.
All right, so you're all standing in the alley. Not shady at all.
No.
Finished discussing what you're going to do, and I believe you said y'all are going to head back to the ship to talk to Captain Turner
Yes, we need to tell her that we need. She's gonna need to set sail. Follow
or
the.
Iron Hand, not Captain Turner.
Oh, yeah, the pleasure cruise. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Since you just came from there earlier, you have a very good recollection of how to get back. No wandering this time. You all make it back to the Cease and Desist, and you see the crew still kind of working around the boat, getting things cleaned off, and just various boating activities that happen on the dock. You see Captain Ironhand up on the dock. She seems to be making her way around, kind of looking around, inspecting everything.
Any volunteers to handle this one? I'll do it if no one says anything.
I think you're probably best.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Well, really, I think Red's probably our best suited fella, but for the words, it's kind of like a wordsmith. Know what I mean? Like
Is the
fit
captain
that.
about?
Mhm.
What are we?
You got it.
There. I just go over.
Look at him.
This
See?
is-
He took charge just like
This
that.
is our boat. like
Captain Gilda sees you coming up and says, we ready to go back out already, huh?
Have you met Gellin from Water or familiar with his?
I'm familiar with Galen, yes.
Oh, really? So, pleasure cruise in 2 days.
He
that-
said 2 days for one of his pleasure cruises.
What does that mean to you?
That means it'll be 4 days.
Damn, really? That's a good read. If
Well,
that's the
he
case.
was super ecstatic when we saw him in town. We just happened to bump into him. After
So
this,
I assume with the mission being a success, he was overjoyed.
yes, and he said pleasure cruise 2 days. He swore up and down. My witnesses here, 2 days.
I've heard that before. He thinks he can get everything prepared and planned and organized on that fucking boat in 2 days. Every time he says 2 days.
4
just-
days.
You'll see. It'll be 4 days.
So what are these cruises like? Because I'm not from here, and they've not partaken.
Yeah. High society bullshit. What do they call it? Luxuriating, drinking,
Luxuriating.
boozing around. Kind of
I mean-
snobbily smelling. They like the smell of their own farts, those people.
Well, minus the class stuff. I don't mind getting drunk on a boat. That sounds great.
If that's all
But-
you need, that's where you can go to do it.
Right.
And most of the time, it's free. And it sounds like that's the case for you if you were invited. Normally, I mean, the boat's big, but not that big. It's probably about this big. It's not some sort of giant fishing boat or anything.
Oh, I was picturing. He didn't really describe it. I was picturing like a caravan.
Like
of,
multiple
like,
boats.
Yeah.
No, it's
Oh.
one
Clearly.
Oh, I don't think that's the case. That'd be
Oh.
crazy.
Oh, that's what I had in my head.
That's a
Clearly,
fleet.
I'm alone in mine. Like just like a whole row of
like a fleet.
like a fleet of boats like going around in like some big pleasure oval. Or something. That was
Sail around the pleasure
that was on a
Sail in circles.
that was not
This sounds fascinating.
that was not that
No,
was
they
that was
schmooze
unintentional.
and one big boat where they schmooze and go up and down the coast.
Oh.
Very, very boring for me.
Sure.
Not my cup of tea. I only had to go on one to find out.
He definitely hyped it up like it was something different, right?
He's Gallon the party guy. You remember him?
I mean, yeah.
I, for one,
Gellin
am
throws a
looking
party
forward
if
to
the
it.
wind blows the right way.
True.
Well, now I'm not as excited.
No,
We could always skip out on it. If you
don't
wanna
let me
go.
sour you on it. It'll be plenty fun,
I was
but
just
But we
picturing
have to be
a caravan of boats and like debauchery and
well, I'm sure there will be debauchery.
not just on.
There's always debauchery.
Well, we should go anyways for security.
In my head, I'm kind of
Slash-
thinking like Bridgerton on ships.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably not far off.
Well, at least we'll be invited and not, you
This is
know,
quite exciting.
we won't be on the clock if you want.
What is the typical attire?
Yeah, what are they wearing?
Are they themed?
Sometimes
stuff?
nothing. If the party's right.
Oh,
But,
those kind of parties.
generally speaking,
When the clothes are on.
you don't want to walk in wearing a full suit of armor.
Oh, I'm glad that I asked. This is literally what I was gonna wear.
You could put like a cloak on.
Look, you can wear whatever you want. They're not going to kick you off the boat. It's just
Because of who we are.
you will catch stares.
We catch those all the time, anyhow.
Yeah, what do other people usually wear?
Finery.
Sure. So 2 days is in 4 days.
It starts off as 2. Day 2 comes, and then he needs an extra day to load up the rest of the wine. And then the next day, he's got to load up the rest of the meats. It never happens as quickly as he say it does.
Whole day of booze loading?
You want to be a part of that, Red? You want to help load the booze on? Have
No,
some crab
I
wine
want
to
to
go?
enjoy the booze when it's on the boat. I don't want to. We got money. I'm not taking orders to load booze on a boat. We're rich.
I don't know if I go that far, Red. We're well off. I would say well off.
I'm definitely feeling some Always Sunny energy. We have the wigs on and stuff, just like strutting around. Anyways, all right. Well, I'm sure we'll get. There's notices sent out to these people and whatever.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's our immediate future.
All right. Well, that's good to know. I'm sure the rest of the crew would welcome a little bit of shore leave.
Right.
You'll have fun. It'll be a good
Yeah.
time.
Are we asking them to like be our backup to like follow behind us or something?
On the pleasure cruise?
Yeah. What
didn't
if
say
something
any of
happened?
that.
What
They
if something,
typically have plenty of protection
Like a
on
security
on
detail.
the boat. Yeah.
Plus, if we're there, we're the brute squad. We're not just
we are the brute squad?
True. I mean, I'm sure it won't take long for word of what happened out at the Emperor of the Waves to spread around.
Well, thank you, Captain. This input was fascinating
Of course.
and useful.
Okay, we're heading to market.
All right.
We'll see you around,
I
Iron
need
Hand.
to shop.
Iron Man.
You're Iron Man. Or Steel Man, or whatever. Steel guy.
What kind of a steel guy?
What is your metal made of?
Test your metal.
Mostly steel.
Fridge magnet.
It's not like adamantium
are you
or tungsten. or
magnetic?
anything. If someone had a magnet, it would affect me. Yes.
Interesting.
Good to know.
Like your arm gonna go.
Yeah.
Ideally, no enemies have that in the near future.
I am Magneto!
One weakness.
All right. Well, off to shopping.
Off to shopping.
Head to market.
Heading to the market.
Should we get some fancy clothes?
What are we looking for?
I'm concerned.
What are you buying?
Potion seller.
Potion seller?
I want their strongest potions.
You can't handle potions.
I feel like we should get some finery.
I'm curious to look at the finery. Indeed.
Yeah,
Okay.
is there like a finer things place?
Saltmarsh is
Eating
kind of a rough and tumble town for the most part. There is a tailor here.
Madame Delacroix?
It's no Madame Delacroix.
Ah.
Is there a Louis Vuitton store we can go to?
No, there's a Louis Button store.
Michael Kors. It's like the beer.
it's cool.
C-O-O-R.
There's a light in like subscript underneath it. Yeah.
We may want to get our own booze too. All right.
No, there is a tailor in town that you could probably get something from. You would know most of the like nicer stuff gets like shipped in from like Waterdeep and places like that.
No time for a finery.
You can probably just get some normal clothes though, and be fine.
look more impressive. Fit, though.
You have to accessorize. It's all the upside.
I can polish your armor. I can gleam something to light.
We're on to something now.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure, I can
I
handle
love
that.
that.
I can handle that in
love
minutes.
that, Yeah.
Cool.
Done. I have my outfit.
Okay. Done and
I'm
done.
gonna
What
find
about
some
you?
boots. Some nicer boots. 'Cause my boots are like,
Yeah, I mean,
Boot.
I'll probably get some other clothes or something.
I want a cape.
Oh,
That would maybe
cape.
look cool. Like a cape that'll match my fit, I feel. Or like they can like button on it somehow. Yeah.
You could
Could I do
probably
that?
find. Sure. You could check with Kester at Kester's Leather Goods.
Okay.
They may have something, but if you're also looking for some nice boots, that's also where you could go to find those.
let's go.
What if we dress like?
Yes.
You need one of those
Wait,
Roman things
can
where
I-
you get the drapey thing on.
Yes.
Where can I get that outfit?
Maybe. No, I'm gonna wear the same thing now, but that'll be our cape.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The bat
Bat capes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing. What an
Who
idea.
can do that in town?
Probably Kester.
Captain.
Probably Kester,
Amazing.
yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're heading to
Amazing.
the apotheker
we got gold. We can pay for now.
You're headed to the apotheker. You're headed to Kester's. The three of you are heading to Kester. Are y'all kind of splitting up?
If you come across health potions,
I got you covered. I'm gonna go out on my own seeking potion seller while they get their finery.
Okay. You know that there's no standalone apothecary in Saltmarsh, but there's no shortage of people that are just out here kind of selling their wares. You do find a little cart off to the side with a man. He's kind of like hunched over. He's got various beakers and things like that with some bubbly liquids in a couple of them. And he seems to be just kind of...
All right, well, we're doing this. All right, I walk up to him, and I will say, "Hello, sir.
Oh, hello.
I see you're selling."
Oh, many potions and brews.
Indeed, I was seeking potions and brews.
We have both of those, potions and brews.
Well, I wasn't just looking for.
Anything in particular you're looking for?
Well, yeah. Just some basic healing potions and anything that can like make you grow as well, bigger.
Little trouble in the bed?
Not like that. Not like that. I was more for instance, say, 4 men with axes come running at me and I'm just me, but maybe if I'm twice my size, I can just knock them all down, something like that.
Potion of growth. Maybe I have something like that. And just healing potions.
Yeah, just a few of those.
Boring.
Those.
Yeah, maybe something. I might have something. Gold is gold.
I do have gold, sir. I can help with that.
All right. You see him go shuffling around. You see him pull out a couple of vials of the kind of red liquid and sets them out. And then you see him dig a little deeper into his cart and... No, that won't do it all. Let me see.
Odd fella.
Oh, look at here.
He pulls out this little yellow vial.
This could do it. Makes you grow real big.
Could?
Probably will.
Right. Well, how much? I was hoping to get at least 4 healing potions, and I guess that yellow liquid. How much we talking?
So they would be before. I'll have to pull it up here. Cost as in the player's handbook.
Okay. So 50
yeah.
gold each for the healing potions.
Mm-hmm.
Potion.
Weird feeling about the potion of growth.
Yeah, me too. I'm probably gonna buy
Gonna
that
like
anyhow.
turn you into a troll or something.
Did you ask for a wombo potion?
You want me to ask him for a wombo potion? You got any wombo potions out there? Jesus, the growth potion's expensive. But he might not say how expensive it is.
Oh, from SpongeBob.
like between 100 and
Uh,
200 gold.
Mermaid Man's belt. Like it's
I can
such
fix
a
something for
M.
you. Haggle.
It was like an M, and it's like it turned people small.
I'm real good with
And then when he
tools.
turned it upside down, it was a W. And so Patrick was like, "You've got it backwards. It's set to M for mini. Turn it this way for Wombo."
I never.
On the SpongeBob. That is okay. That's okay.
I'm going to subtract.
So
200
the
gold.
first couple is easy.
Okay.
I've got 4 potions of healing. I got one for Kugal, so I know he asked for one.
Nice.
How much was it?
That's just 50 gold.
The potion, the yellow potion. 175. Special proof.
Ooh, that's a hefty price. That's surely we
Hefty
can.
potion for a hefty man.
Well, I'm actually kind of. not
No,
that
you will
big.
become hefty, is what I'm saying.
Oh, plan words. I see. You know, I'll look at his stall for a moment and I'll say, this looks like it's a pain to wheel around, doesn't it? It looks like, I could make that a lot smoother, a lot easier to transfer, a lot easier to pack up. Maybe we could come to some sort of agreement.
You fix my shop.
I am one of the handiest men you will ever meet. You give me some time, I will make this cart luxurious.
Make a persuasion check.
Colt doesn't even need me to gaslight people like his accomplishments.
Hell yeah.
Well, it's not even gaslight. It's true.
5.
It's no gaslight. Oh, maybe
sure?
It does. Maybe it does. Yeah.
I don't want to be, but yeah, I'm
I
sure.
mean, are you sure?
Oh, no, I'm not sure. Hell yeah. 6.
Oh god.
I
Amazing.
do have a wobbly wheel. Fix the wheel 140.
For a probably growth? Sure. We'll do it. We'll do it.
Grow. You'll grow.
Yeah, I mean, I can just tell by look. I don't have to sniff it. I already know.
All right.
I'll go and buy it. Strike 140.
Hands it over to you. And my wheel.
Yes. You know what? Let's do it right now. And I'll pull out my pack. I will take out my smithing tools, and I will get going to town on that cart. And because I'm a tool master now, 'cause I'm level 6, any rolls I got advantage on, you want me to do?
Okay.
Congrats on being a tool master.
Tool master. Tool expertise, but tool master.
You are a tool. Master.
Hey, shout out to
Hey.
this episode brought to you by Tool.
Let me see. If you would make. Come on. If you would make a. Let's call this. We'll call it a sleight of hand check with advantage.
Okay. For some reason, I'm not really bad at that. What have I been doing in the past? 12.
Okay. You get to work down on the cart. We're gonna come back to you. We're gonna go over here to the three of you who have now entered Kester's Leather Goods. You see the same as when you were in here before when you dropped off the hide for Thousand Teeth. Lots and lots of various leather armors and hides and things like that hanging around here. You see Kiorna in the back kind of stitching something behind the counter. She notices you and says, "Oh, hello. Good to see you again.
Good to see you as well.
You have something else for me."
Yes.
"Oh, what have you killed now?"
Oh, not killed, but we would like to order something else.
"Oh, well, sure. What are we thinking?"
Can you pull up the drawing?
Yes, so I have this drawing. I quickly did.
Yeah.
This. Looks like this. It's gonna be great. We were looking for items similar to this. Here.
Oh,
Like a cape.
Hey,
Amazing.
Like, kind of like this wing kind of thing. maybe like some hats and stuff.
Oh, so we're looking for a whole ensemble.
Yes, there's a pleasure cruise we've been invited to, and we wish to make a statement. when we
High
show up.
society.
I don't know why they've thought of us as that, but
Yeah, no.
we would like to.
Maybe
Like, I
it's
want
our.
to wear this still, but I thought, wow, a cape would
Yeah.
really set it over the top.
I think it's our adventuring ways and not our societal.
And we're looking
bias.
for it here to clasp to your wrists as well.
Yes.
Yes, that'd be
Okay.
great.
All right, I see that.
Cape kind of.
I mean, what kind of timeline are we talking about here?
Gellin said 2 days,
Oh,
but then Captain Ironhand said 2 days usually means 4 days. For Gellin's.
the Captain Ironhand?
She's the captain of our boat.
Okay, you are flouting with high society then.
Yeah, but the city pays for it.
Well,
Well, you pay for it with your taxes. I guess we do too, because we pay taxes as well.
of course, yes, we all do.
So it's like
Everybody pays
we all
taxes.
kind of pay for it.
Only two things in life are true.
Death and taxes.
Yes, you got it.
We can pay to have a rush order in front of our other order.
I believe I can make that happen. I'll have to call in some help. Assuming the 4-day timeline is what is correct.
Even
I
if
would.
not, I would still be thrilled to have it.
Yeah.
Captain Ironhand, quite the legend. I would take her word over anything nautical over Gellin Primwater. Posh prick. All right.
He was adamant. 2 days though.
Well, I mean, for the materials for this, the extra help I'm going to have to bring in, this is not going to be cheap.
How much were you thinking?
How many do we need? Do we need 4?
I don't know if the others want some.
You want one, Kugo?
I already have my little half You could
This
probably
is-
use a little laundering, but
That's not really cold style.
2.
2.
They're going to run about 100 gold apiece.
Say less. I got you. 100 gold.
Okay, you see her take like the thing that she was working on the table and immediately just like off to the sides. I will get started on this immediately. I should have this done in 3 days.
And here's 100 gold for me too.
You see her holding these like 2 bags of gold.
Yes.
All right.
Quite a day.
Yes, didn't expect a last minute customer to come in and drop 200 gold. I will take care of it.
Perfect.
You'll have
Thank
your
you so much.
you will have your capes.
Could you try and match it to my outfit?
Color wise?
I mean, obviously, whatever you think would look best, but color-wise, I'm thinking yes, or maybe like the stitching match, something to really pull the outfit together.
I can do that. Yes.
It may be like a black hat, like a black kind of hat thing.
Sure.
That'd be great.
Amazing.
Amazing. Yeah, we will look.
Best dressed.
Maybe a cane. Maybe. No cane. No cane. No, we're not those people.
do you have anything interesting in the old department?
New boot, new thing.
What are we looking for? Something in particular? Or?
If anything, just to freshen up maybe even this pair, but do you have anything interesting?
Well, I was able to make a couple of extra boots out of that fantastic skin you brought back a while back. And she's hold on. She kind of goes under the counter a bit and comes back and sets these big, like croc skin boots out on the table with these big, like silver engraved skulls on the tips
Oh,
of the
shit.
boots.
These don't have like the huge, like South American pointy toes.
No, they don't like curve up. Okay.
They curve up a little, not a lot.
Do they have any particularly interesting properties to them, or do they just really nice looking?
They just kick ass.
Metal.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll go with you?
How could they not?
They definitely invite conversation.
Yes.
How much are we thinking?
For boots, I'd say 50 gold.
Yeah.
A bargain.
Yeah.
And that's at the the discount that did come with the material that they came from.
It's true. It's true, yes. I would normally charge probably 80, 90 gold for something like this.
What is that still?
Souvenir of our past adventures.
Even if I don't wear them with this outfit, I would.
All right, would you like me to etch something into them? Embroider something into it?
I have to think.
Kind
I'll
of
keep
burn something onto it,
I'll
brand
take them
something
with me,
on
but
it?
I'll have to come up with something.
Okay.
We'll put that on the back. How much did you say that was?
50.
What do I, like, this is just like a general or just
Rock boots.
new boots?
Yeah, croc. 1,000 teeth boots or croc skin boots.
Genuine croc skin.
100% genuine croc skin.
0 payments.
There's probably a blood stain from Colt on there somewhere.
What's the coloration like on them?
It's like dark, like forest green, kind of mixed in with almost like
Hell yeah.
a brown going through it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. This place.
They have like little chains hanging off the sides on them. Very like, 2000s Hot Topic.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yep. Skulls on the toes, chains,
Couple
whatever.
little
you need.
spikes.
Yep. little shit kickers. Yeah.
Fantastic.
But it doesn't have like the little like teen girl giant souls or anything.
It's pretty standard. Like it does raise you up a little bit, but yeah, it's a boot.
It's an input.
Yeah. And so she says, I will get working on your capes immediately, but I was about to wrap it up for the day. I need to
We
get
can leave.
I need to get the materials for everything tomorrow.
Perfect. We'll see ourselves out.
Yeah, we'll say
much.
thank you.
Mm.
Thank you. Now that we're outside, what else do we have? I know Colt was going to buy potions. We have our fineries
Colt,
on order.
about this time you finish working on this wheel. You stand up and kind of look at it. It looks pretty good. Feel pretty good about the job you did here.
Look at that. Price paid. That's why you haggle. You see that?
Yes, I suppose it did quite the respectable job.
The more of those tiny little bumps get real annoying while you're pulling, this thing is just gonna smooth sail right across pavement.
He gets down and looks at it, and he kind of like feels around the edge of it. Let me see that growth potion.
Already hooked it to my belt. I'll take it off and just.
He takes it. You see him reach in and grab out a different yellow potion, and he hands it to you. He says, "This one will be much better for you.
All right.
This one refined, tested, real good. Other one, probably.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. Okay. All right. You know what? Yeah, you seem like a good guy. All right. Put it on my belt.
Yes.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Anything else you need?
Maybe. I'll keep you in mind, actually. I may come back around for some more stuff later. Well, not today, but,
Oh, of course, not
one of-
today.
I'm one of the adventurous types, so I tend to need, a little tool for every scenario.
Big adventurer man, big strong man, bigger with the potion. Yes.
Well, that's the idea, if situation arrives. But I appreciate your help, and I will. What's your name now?
Brax.
All right, Brax. I'm Colt. Pleasure to meet you. I will see you around. You're my number one potion guy now. My potion seller.
Thank you.
Too bad I'm not around. I'm like, that's a hefty endorsement from the hero of Saltmarsh.
Right, I gotta go find my tight crew.
Ooh,
I'll
we
see
should
you
do
around.
that.
You knew
going
they would have
forward.
headed over to
Business idea.
Kester's leather.
Having Colt's officially recommended products and services.
This is my favorite.
I make my way to
shop on the
Kester's.
surface.
That's right.
It's like Angie's List, but with Colt.
That's right. Colt's list. Shop like the hero of Saltmarsh shops. Brax, Praxis Potions, #1 recommended. Hero of Saltmarsh certified. For the right fee, you could be Hero of Saltmarsh endorsed.
You head over to Kester's and you see the three of them kind of standing out there, giggling and talking to each other. Not sure about what.
Hey guys.
Hey.
We ordered some awesome capes. If you want one, you need to run in right now
You
before
gotta
they leave
go.
for the day.
You getting some capes?
Capes.
Yeah, they'd be like this and like wing kind of stuff.
Amazing.
I'm not really a
Hats and
cape person.
And I'm over here like silly walking in my new boots.
Oh, you got some new boots.
I
Yeah.
got boots. Look at that.
New boot goofing.
New boot goofing.
I can't do too much for boots, but I could probably soup up your capes when you get them.
That's 1,000 teeth.
Yes.
Would you want to be able to snap your fingers and have it turn and look like whatever you want it to, whatever color, whatever pattern?
Could it like do like a shimmer?
You wanted it to.
Yes.
I could also make it billow, like you're standing there like this and it's just in the wind.
Amazing. I love
Like
it.
hell divers all the time.
Yeah, like the Helldivers.
I love it.
Standing in a windless
Oh,
ship.
did you not say hey to our old friend? I motioned to the boots again. That's 1,000 teeth.
Those are made out of 1,000
It
teeth.
needs a couple of the croc toes kind of sticking off the
Sure.
side of it.
Yeah. Or if you want, it can be like up on the sides of like where you put your feet in, like at the top of the boot. They're just kind of sticking up and out a little bit.
So
Hell
you already
yeah.
got a piece of them. Nice.
Permanent souvenir.
It's still going to be a while for the main kit, right?
Got a few.
At least you got a piece of them.
We may have pushed it back a little bit.
Maybe a little bit of my legs in there. Right?
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, is there any blood on there? It's probably yours, but
Well, I guess.
Hopefully they cured it pretty good.
Oh,
Leather.
I got this for you as well, and I'll hand you a potion of healing.
Oh, thank you.
oh, how's the potion guy?
A little quirky, as expected. You know, alchemists tend to be their own type of deal. But I got a few potions of healing, and I got one that's supposed to. I got a potion of growth. I don't know if y'all know what that is.
See, makes you big.
It does. Makes you twice as big as you are now.
Whoa,
So
that's cool.
it's a good little utility thing if you know we're in
Definitely
a,
slap some people around.
if need be. I don't know if it does that. I should say, but it's supposed to. So I got it at a discount.
Look at you. That's awesome.
I was able to haggle. It's crazy, Red. Normally
That's
people
awesome.
say no to that type of thing.
Wheeling
You
and
did
dealing.
great. No pun intended.
Wheeling.
You were wheeling and dealing.
That's all I want to do with the
That's
market,
awesome.
though. Yeah, y'all got your capes coming. When you the thing's in like 2 days. You gonna get
They
them in
said
time?
like 2-ish days.
Or hopefully it's 4 days because they said they'd be done in 3 days. So we're really banking on the 4 days.
Ironhand was insisting on 4 days. I feel like she knows the town pretty well and Gellin,
Exactly.
so
Right. And Kester seemed to agree that Captain Ironhand was real respected.
all right. I guess that
And
just
Gallen's
leaves,
a prick.
that leaves our last task. Then I guess we just go settle and Red, you do your thing.
Yeah, like pull out my compass.
Depending on which way you're standing, the shadows are
Yeah,
way
it's
off.
like we need to buy a compass so we can point north.
I need to run by Derek's to see if he's probably gonna go on the cruise or not. So I
Oh, you
ask
can
him.
invite him as your +1.
No, I'm gonna ask him to watch Cindy so that she's not home alone by herself
That's
all day.
he probably would have more fun.
Probably.
Okay. You heading to Derek's house? Okay.
Maybe he's there. Maybe
See
working.
him work
Yeah.
in the wall.
He could be anywhere by now. You get to his house. Doesn't take too long to get there. Knock on the door. Nothing.
Maybe he's on duty.
That's fine. I have a couple days to wait.
Mhm.
If not, I mean, Cindy was a wild dog. She'll be fine. She knows how to take care of herself.
Well, I guess the
She a good
next
girl.
is
Yeah.
planning. Red, how do you want to do the alone thing? You just want to go by yourself and we stay at home? Do you want us to hide in a bush?
Maybe,
What do you
not
want?
too far away.
I can
Oh, yeah,
mask
you're
and many
right.
face blend in so I look like random background person. If you want to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want anybody like super close because like she doesn't have like she has like a building kind of sort of that her shop.
It's up on a hill, isn't it?
Yeah.
Off by itself?
Sort of, yeah.
Not completely off by itself. It's still kind of in the town proper, just on the outskirts.
And she wants you after hours, right? Or just nighttime in general?
I read the note just to clarify.
Is it
Yes.
After hours?
Yeah.
Or dark.
It says tonight.
Yes.
Oh, so just tonight. Okay, so we'll just.
7 or 8. I don't know. We should probably get some food. I mean, we have food.
Yeah, I could eat. Rations,
I mean,
you
we
know.
could go pay for food.
Get some food. Waste some time. You want to waste some time for a bit?
Have a thing of claw wine or whatever.
We eat
Okay.
somewhere. We go to Chili's.
We're going to Applebee's, baby. So yeah, is there anything specific y'all are wanting to discuss while you're eating or anything like that?
Well, it sounds like we're just gonna kind of stand on the road while Red goes in the magic lady's house.
Okay.
Maybe not like by our building, but like, you know, within 150 feet.
Well, like, okay,
Exactly.
that's why I was asking, Red. You want me in a bush or a wall at another house?
We can talk about it over dinner.
Okay.
You're at dinner.
Yeah, we're at dinner. All right.
So,
I put my fork down. So, Red, what is it?
Yeah, it's a hard cut to the mug. What is it?
so yeah, so her building is kind of like near edge, but still part of the stuff. So I would say like maybe a building or two over, like not too far away, but
Do you want the building to be line of sight of us?
yeah, I'd say like visual somewhere.
Okay.
Maybe across the street,
That's
a
fine.
building over or something, you know, benches or there's gonna be a place to sit or hang out.
We can just hang out somewhere over there. Y'all got any dice or cards or something?
So
I have a deck
her,
of cards.
her place is right here.
Play some cards while we wait. Hang out. Ready to jump into action. It's probably nothing. Probably just. I detected the magics on you. Probably just something. You know, something not a big deal.
It's kind of just across the way from the empty net. So if that's where y'all went, is to you were getting claw wine.
Get a little wine, little fish.
Okay, so you would have been at the snapping line then. So this is where you are all at right now. Here's up here, and then down here again is where your meeting place is.
You do the. Were you able to do the mind talk thing? Am I thinking of something else? Yeah. So you can just say something if something's up, and we'll come a running. But till then, we'll just be
Derping around.
we'll be derping. Big
Sounds
derping.
good.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. So we'll kind of fast forward a little bit. Night falls. It's plenty dark outside. People, all the shops and everything have kind of closed down, and really the only people left on the road are those wandering home from those shops. Some wandering home drunk from the taverns. Some people have already just fallen asleep out on the side of the road. But the hustle and bustle of the day has long passed.
After hours in Saltmarsh, I push in my chest and my armor, and I'll take my shield will form too, and I'll hold to my side. All right. You know, I don't want to get mugged. We've been mugged during the day, so you can only imagine at night, right? So,
Yeah, we're pretty big deals now.
yeah, just in case, you know. All you can see in my eyes right now. I got my helmet on, and I got the face up and everything.
There's nothing wrong with precaution.
That's exactly how you sound, too.
That's pretty good. But yeah, Red, it's on your call now. Whenever you're ready.
That's perfect.
Amazing.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, well, we'll see what this brings about. I can't imagine. I'll let you know. See
Okay.
you all soon.
So you depart.
Head across the street.
All right.
Have fun.
You head out and you find yourself in front of the shop here. All the lights are out on this place. There's no lanterns lit or anything like that. And since we're already on the edge of town, it's kind of darker over here anyway. Your dark vision's definitely doing you a service right now in being able to see. But yeah, it doesn't seem, you don't see any movement inside from where you're standing or anything like that, just from a cursory glance.
I'll knock on
When you knock, the door itself actually opens a bit.
Is there like a handle and stuff on the door? Like it should be closed?
Yeah.
I'll I'll go ahead and just kind of like push it open. Take a look inside. I don't want to go in yet. I just kind of want to open the door from the outside and look in and see what's going on.
Looking in to the main room there, everything is dark. There's no there's not even the smell of like a torch or lantern that's been recently put out. So it's just kind of this musty smell, a little bit of a place that doesn't seem to get a whole lot of use normally and a whole lot of love and upkeep. But as you glance around the room itself, a couple of faintly glowing yellow eyes catches your gaze, and you see just sitting over in a chair in the dark is Zendros. And she says, Redemir, good to see you. Glad you came.
Yes. Good evening. A little dark, right?
Little dark, little unorthodox, you could say. Yes.
Sure. I don't walk in yet.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, got your note. No.
Very good. Please come in. Have a seat.
Okay. I'll kind of walk in. I'm not gonna close the door. I'm just
Mhm.
gonna like, oh, I forgot.
The door closes behind you. Nobody there.
Okay. Oh yeah. Sorry. A little on edge after our recent adventure.
You see just a tinge of like arcane wisp kind of coming off of her finger as she's done this kind of motion.
Okay. Well, I got your invite. What can I do for you?
She gestures to the seat across from
Oh,
her.
well, there's that. Yeah. Okay. I'll go over there. Take a look at it. It's not like a weird seat.
It's a
It
pretty
seems like-
regular seat.
Okay. I'll like put my hand on the back of it, just trying to like feel if anything weird
Make a perception check. Are you
or
trying?
like that.
Are you trying to be quick with it?
No, more just casual, like coming up and like walking up behind it, just kind of like placing my hand. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna
Perception check. Yeah.
No, that was an at one, so it's it's made out of plastic.
You
It's
you
PVC.
you reach out and kind of grab the chair, and in trying to focus so much on like checking for something, you stub the shit out of your toe on the back of the
Ow.
chair.
No.
Oh, sorry. A little weird.
I assure you there is nothing untoward about this meeting tonight.
Okay. All right. Well,
Please.
take a seat. Yes, thank you very much.
Mr. Redemir,
Yes.
you and your
It's interesting.
group have made quite the names for yourself here.
We're trying to help the town be better.
Indeed. And that's good for everyone. A rising tide raises all ships, yes?
Very true.
Good. As I'm sure you know, with more notoriety comes more eyes looking at you. Oh. Looking at you.
Seems to be part of the gig.
Indeed. And I'm sure, as you know, probably very aware that not all of these eyes are desired to be looking at you, yes?
Only natural.
Some, you would say, very undesirable eyes.
I'm definitely trying to play this off.
Mhm.
Where there's good, there's certainly to be evil.
I believe my point is missing. I am quite aware that there are people looking for you, Mr. Redemir.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And are what,
Not looking for an autograph.
right. That is true.
What do you know of these people searching for you?
I know some things. It seems like you have some information.
Perhaps.
And I know you like to barter for things.
I do.
And so there's something to be had, something to be given.
Very perceptive of you, Mr. Redemir. There was a conversation that we had not too long ago, yes? Do you remember this conversation?
Here in the shop?
Yes.
Not so much. Not to be rude. I know my friends were more of, looking at how your shop works, how your bartering system works. Slightly aloof, if I remember correctly.
That's fine.
No offense.
I am keeping my eyes out for a certain curiosity. What they call an apparatus of Qualish. Underwater vessel used for various tasks.
I do seem to remember that, yes.
Good. I have since discovered the location of one such as these devices. Something that is quite valuable to me. You can maybe see where we're going with this conversation here.
Right. It is not here, therefore someone should get it.
Indeed.
And I have powerful friends.
And from what I've heard, also power yourself.
Where's the sub?
It is being held in a boathouse down in the docks. I would like for you and your friends to acquire this apparatus for me, and in exchange, I will not only not forward the information pertaining to your specific location,
Dirty.
but I will also tell you more about the people who are looking for you. And I'll tell you what, I'll sweeten the deal. You succeed in this. Get me my apparatus. I will offer you quite the powerful magical artifact, something magic users such as yourself could find quite useful and quite valuable. Buy this at Magic Shop. I imagine it would cost you probably 20,000 gold coins. So, believe I'm not being completely unfair here.
But what's the catch?
Well, catch. The apparatus is quite valuable in and of itself. On average, they cost about 100,000 gold to create, right? So naturally, they are guarded. From what I have learned, this is something that has been brought in by the council to help with the dwarven digging operation down to the south. But they have plenty. They don't need this. They would not make nearly as use of it as I would.
What kind of timetable do we have?
The other part of the catch. It has been here for about 5-6 days, which means it's only probably going to be here for another couple of days. So the ask is to somehow acquire this apparatus. The methods by which you do this, I leave completely up to you. But you safely deliver it to me at my designated location, which I will share with you only if you accept. Then you meet back up with me. I give you your rewards, information, and powerful magical artifact. And we have created some sort of healthy business relationship, yeah.
I'll admit, I wasn't sure what you were offering tonight, so this is a lot to take in. I don't think I can do this alone.
Of course not.
So why not offer all of us.
I don't need a big group of well-known inventors rolling into my business a couple of days before $100,000 piece of machinery goes missing.
Can I have the night to think about it?
You can have the night to think about it.
No. Anything else I should know?
She kind of pauses for a moment. Nothing else you need to know as of yet. There is more information, yes, but the night is young. She looks at her watch that doesn't exist and isn't real. Tell you what. Your friends are at the tavern across the street, yes? Empty Net. Go talk it over with them. Come back to me tonight.
All right. Thank you.
The door opens.
Well, thank you for the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
The door closed behind.
It does.
I'll, as soon as the door closes behind me and I get a couple of steps away, I'll send a message just to each of y'all individually, be like, I'm fine, I'm headed your way.
Oh, that was short and sweet. All right. Y'all heard that, right?
Heard what?
Oh, Red did the thing. He said he's fine and he's on the way.
Oh.
Oh,
I did it to each of you.
Oh. That's what that was.
As soon as I get over to you, kind of look around. Is there like a table in a corner or something? Like a table?
Yeah.
Private booth?
We're at a table with, like, I imagine cards on the table, too.
Yeah.
I'll come over and be like, hey, let's go to that table over there.
It's awkward. You sure?
Yeah, let's go away from it.
All right.
Let me talk about it. We have some things to discuss.
I'll help clean up and well, I guess we'll get up and move, yeah.
All right, now that we're over here, I was propositioned for a job.
Oh.
Well.
We have a sub job that we've been offered.
Oh, she's talking about that water vehicle again? We're keeping an eye out for something like that.
She wants us to steal one
Steal one.
Well, okay.
that's owned by the council in one of their official docks or storehouse, wherever it is. And we have to take it somewhere that she will tell us after we say we're going to do this. In reward, she will give some kind of magical item that I would like, as she described it, that she says is worth 20,000. She also has information about the people that are looking for me. And instead of sharing it with them about us, she would have what information about them to be given to us.
Whoa, hold on
If that makes any sense.
with that last part. You telling me if you refuse, she would share stuff about us to them?
There is a slight blackmail involved.
That's exactly what that
It's a slight blackmail. So we're stealing from our employers for some kind of item that she did not describe, that she says is worth 20,000. She also said these subs are worth 100,000 gold. And it comes and goes, so we only have a few days, if we accept this job, to find it, get it somewhere without being detected, in exchange for information about the people looking for me, her promise that information about us will not be sent out to people who oppose us, and the magical item. She also said it would be some kind of start of some kind of business arrangement, if you will. So there may be other jobs that we have down the road, maybe inventory advances, things like that. Hard to say. She was pretty level about most things.
Did she
We
say
also
what
have
it's-
tonight to let her know.
You have to go back to her tonight?
I asked tomorrow, and she said tonight.
Did she say what this water device was used for already? Like, it's
Sub?
just in a dock down here and it belongs to the council?
She said it's used for dwarven mining and stuff.
So it's used for the... It sounds like an enemy just revealed itself, is what I'm hearing. But what do y'all think?
She didn't.
Make a history check real quick for me too.
Now one.
She did not. She did not indicate
Ebb and
her-
flow, baby.
She did not indicate her use for the sets.
She did. Not her use, but yeah.
Or yeah,
Oh,
for the yeah. She did not say what she was going to do with it.
Asking you to steal something, okay, that's kind of weird. Asking you to steal something from the council, okay, why are we stealing from the people we're trying to help? Asking you to steal something, or she's going to reveal your bad history to really bad people. I feel like there's a line that just got crossed. Do you not feel that way, Red?
Oh, I let me be clear. This is definitely morally gray is not even the right word. This is definitely the most heinous thing we've been approached to do, for sure. I mean, it goes against everything that we've done in the city, minus that one guard incident. As far as public will, building the city up, heroes of Saltmarsh, this flies all in the face of that.
You two are awfully quiet about this. You ain't got an opinion?
I don't like it. I don't like essentially blackmailing information about us. People know who we are, is my thing. It's not like we hide who we are.
Both of you roll history checks for me as well.
I don't like it either, for the
6.
3.
man.
We're on fire over here.
So
9
you-
together.
with a 5 or higher. The information that it is used for the dwarven mining operation is not a very popular endeavor among like the traditionalists of Saltmarsh because
that's
it
what
is
I am.
seen as kind of almost like I guess what you could equate to like a corporate kind of invasion and drilling out of the land and stuff like that, and for the purpose of finding minerals and things like that.
What do their operations go towards? Like, just
Not sure.
like war equipment, just mineral acquisition
Yep.
to transport somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's like Pandora.
Yep.
And so this is going to go to the dwarves?
The Zendros was saying that Kendros was looking at you. Zendros was saying that this item is going to be used to further help the dwarves mine more effectively.
Oh.
Or resources that go back to some empire or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
I'm not really crazy about it.
Well, you said a powerful artifact. What artifact?
She didn't say. She just put a value on it.
Really?
She said it would be something that I would use. That
Even-
people like me would like. Now, granted, I'm not a historian on magic sources and stuff like that. You know, I have a channel that I direct magic through, but it comes from within. So I'm not sure if it's like some kind of amplifier, some kind of systematic control. I'm not sure.
And
The arcane and weave work differently from different users. So I don't know.
what she's sorry.
Oh, bless,
Bless you.
What'd she say it's used for right now? The water apparatus.
She said it helps with the dwarven mining facilities.
Like they did something that I didn't like, but I don't remember what.
She didn't say what she wanted it for.
Oh, I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the dwarves.
Yeah.
But
She
they're
just-
mining the minerals and
And she just said there are 100,000. It's owned by the council, and it's in. She didn't say their dock facility, whatever, but could assume could be owned by the city, probably under guard by the city.
Is it known, I wonder, that the council is helping the dwarves?
There is a dwarf, Manistrad Copperlocks, on the council.
Not to get too political or nothing, but I don't know. They give titles to folks who feel a certain way. You heard the term traditionalist before? Any of y'all?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So there's folks that think that Saltmarsh is better off growing itself and becoming its own thing completely. And then there's other folks that think that the city needs to belong to another larger empire and be part of it. Kind of like, what is the term for it? I forget what it is. But essentially, we supply them resources and they supply their people to help keep Saltmarsh running as it is. Which, as you probably could tell so far, has done almost jack diddly. I'm a traditionalist, through and through. Put it out there on the table, but... I don't know. We were just building up everything on our own for so long and working with the council.
Part of me wants to report this.
I mean, let's...
But we would probably burn our bridge forever.
What information
this
could be so
individual.
sensitive about being shared about you and us to risk that?
It's a good question. I mean, she mentioned something about information about us and where we are and stuff. And so, I mean, I have a feeling that those people already know here or were in the area, the region. That's why I wanted to wait until tomorrow to think about it.
Make a history check.
Click on there. $17.
In terms of like what the information is, you're not quite sure, but you know that the people who are seemingly looking for you literally burned an entire town to try and find you.
Do we have anybody potentially listening in? Do like a little perception?
Yeah, if you want to make a perception. I mean, there's nobody sitting at the tables immediately adjacent to you.
I mean, those people, I don't think I've...
17.
17. Looking around, doesn't seem like anybody's paying any mind.
I don't know if I've shared this with you or not. The town I was living in when I fled, they destroyed. These people looking for me.
They're that strong? They just
Potentially, yes.
took down a town? Oh, shit.
A lot of it was on ruin, on fire when I left.
Maybe...
So,
Maybe we can do the best of both worlds. We have really good rapport right now with Anders, right? Maybe we can mention we're aware of this device and ask to procure it some way or somehow
can we borrow it?
for a long term. But we've done so much. We could pursue that, and if get told no, then... Well, I guess that's... If you have to give an answer tonight, there's no way to...
Planning and all that, no. And she said we'd only have a few days to get it done before it's gone. At least for a while. I'm sure it would come back, and then I'm not sure if she would want to renegotiate or set another timeline or
Look,
any of that stuff.
I feel for you, Red, and it's an opportunity to, at the same time, hinder the Saltmarsh being under someone's thumb. It sounds backstabby and bad, but I think it might be for the greater good.
What does Aelin think?
I don't like that it's would be going to the dwarves to help continue to mine.
You traditionalist, Aelin?
I probably lean more towards that, yeah.
Hey! High five. Two traditionalists at the table.
I don't like the idea of going behind the council, stealing this from them with everything they've done for us and everything we've done for them.
We have risked our lives quite a few times. I wouldn't say we owe them at the moment. If anything, we're equal at best.
Right. I was about to say, yeah, they don't owe us 100,000 sub.
I really wish you knew what this powerful artifact is. If anything, it's more so because of your past that I'm thinking this way. And a little, little traditionalist stuff, of course, but that's a
Right.
side thing. If you can find that out, I would trust you to make the judgment call on the spot. If she kept that a secret, if you went back and said you were willing to throw everything away to potentially be caught doing this for a magic artifact that she won't reveal, at that point, I feel like you'd make the right call. But
I mean, we could always accept her deal. Tell Anders at least. And see what he thinks. I don't know. I mean,
well, we
again,
wouldn't tell her
getting-
about her or what she wants. Just maybe that we're interested in the craft, right? Or what do you mean?
We could not be specific and mention, hey, there's a plot for someone to steal this. We've caught one. I don't know.
But then if we're the plot, that kind of...
See what he says. I don't know. I'm just trying to think out different ideas and stuff.
We bring it up to
We could
Anders,
do.
though, and he doesn't agree with us, but we agree to steal it based off of other information, then he'll know it's us that stole it.
That's exactly it.
Well, I mean, who else in this town can pull a job like that? Anyway.
Whoever's hunting you, apparently.
Well, they would just
they
destroy
can take
the
down a
city.
town.
Forget it. Yeah, they would destroy it and say forget it after that. Just take whatever they want.
Other smugglery people, some dastardly folks.
I mean, have y'all ever heard of a job this big in town? Somebody stealing 100,000?
I don't think so.
When's a hell of a heist?
Memphis.
Heist.
Old Memphis Reigns from Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah.
He's got to go lift some cars.
Well, I guess, you know what, let's see where we all stand on it. I guess that'd be a good place to start, right? So
Sure.
let's take a little vote. Who is in favor? Who's leaning towards agreeing to this? All right. I guess we're half and half. In the end, Red, it's your call then. This is your history we're talking about. But if you choose to do this, Aelin and I will support you. Kugal might chastise you, though. I'll go ahead and warn you.
I'm not politically motivated. I'm an ostrich. My head's in the sand. I do not care.
Yeah.
Kugal will go with the flow, it sounds like.
Yeah, I'm not from here either, so this traditional loyalist thing, don't really. I know it's a thing, but that's about it. Man, I can lead off with the what is the artifact thing. Kind of go from there.
Anything that makes you stronger makes Saltmarsh stronger, is the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah, but this steals resources from the city, them not having it. So
It
could
steals
weaken-
resources from non-Saltmarsh territory.
But the stuff that they dig, does that not come back to the city, though, in some form or fashion?
No, not really, no. It's our type to be supported by the... What do they call? I call them the Empire, but what should I call it? Empire's good?
Call it that.
By the Empire. First. And I have a feeling if something happened to this place and we needed the Empire immediately, they're weeks or months away. Saltmarsh needs to be able to take care of itself. That's the secondary reason why I think we should do this.
I support your control over your information, your history, and what should be revealed.
Right.
This is not up to her.
I think my biggest hang up is just stealing from the city.
That makes me want to beat her up, honestly. That blackmail stuff,
Because the
Google, that
sub,
makes me mad.
because the sub is the city's property, the council and all that. Their stuff. So they'd be out the 100,000.
They're willing to throw extravagant parties just cause as well. I mean, it's
that's-
all up to
that's-
who.
I really want to go there.
Oh, I do too. Yeah, I want to get drunk on a boat. Sounds great. Okay. Let me go back and lead off with the artifact question. Kind of see what she reveals.
Whatever you decide,
And
Red,
go from there.
you have our support.
I appreciate it. This is a heavy thing. I'm not doing great. Trying to figure this out.
Okay, you
Alright,
put the
cool.
cards back out.
Yeah.
Anybody want another round of ale?
Yeah, some ales, and we're gonna play another hand here. Hmm?
All right, great. 1, 2, 3. We have a new person here. Ale for you?
I'm just leaving.
Oh, well, the party pooper. All right.
Yeah.
3 ales. And Belinda goes back off.
Hey, Belinda, see my new boots?
They look great.
They look great.
Alright, I guess I'll get up and go across the street.
You going across the street? Okay.
Sell my morals.
Yeah, it's about a 5-minute walk.
Really big street.
Well, it's down the road a bit. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's an 18-lane highway.
I'm gonna use my own magic and open the door.
Yeah.
I use some prestidigitation to kind of like open it myself.
Yep. She still sitting there. This time smoking a like a pipe. So you've made it back. That was quicker than I anticipated.
I'll close the door. And I'll go sit back. I do have a question.
Sure.
Well, I have two. One, what is this artifact that you've promised? If we do this, what is it? You've only given me a value and said someone like me would get use out of it.
I suppose you're not the type to try and rob me of this before our agreement is fulfilled. Although you would find out very quickly you were in for more of a fight than maybe you might imagine.
No intention
She so there's kind of like a small table in between you, between the chairs. She takes her hand, kind of runs it across, and you see this, again, kind of this arcane energy sort of fall off of her hand and start to wrap and warp. And on the table in front of you is a staff that kind of apparates in front of you. It is kind of white and gray with flicks of like orange flame that go around it. She says, this will, let's just say, be very illuminating for your enemies. How should I say? Very, could create a very hot situation in more ways than one. You want a big boom? You make a big boom. You want it burning? You get it burning.
Yeah. Well, that is something powerful.
She snaps and it vanishes.
And then my second question, just to clarify earlier, this thing that we should acquire for you, you said it's owned by the council?
It's owned by the city of Saltmarsh, I suppose you could say. More for the dwarven mining operation. You know, they pillage the land for resources that are not theirs.
Right, I've heard.
They do plenty good job of that on their own without doing undersea digging. I could use that. I could find great artifacts myself.
Yes,
Perhaps deals I could make with you later.
I've heard some stories about that, and I'm not from here, so I'm not sure the traditional loyalist stuff.
Yes. You are not from here. Little teaser for you, I guess. You are from Thay.
I am. I'm sorry, say that again. This is not a threat, but you seem to know a lot about it.
I know a lot
I'm just
about
saying.
a lot. It is part of my... In order for me to be good at what I do, I must know things. And people come to me asking if I know things. And then I learn things from people asking me if I know things.
It would be on us to figure out how to move it from A to B, correct?
Yes, it's on you. I'm sure... know you are close with your council friends. I'm sure there's a way you could do this without any loss of life, I'm sure. I may or may not also have a man on the inside of said boathouse that could help you facilitate. He could not do much heavy lifting, as he is very valuable to me where he is. But need a distraction here. Something falls over there. Who's to say what happens?
And what happens if we take your job and we fail?
Then you gave it a good effort. I see. I will not share information. I am not spiteful. I just want my fucking apparatus.
Right. Okay.
Perhaps you get through it without even anyone knowing who did the job. A successful heist. Anonymity stays intact.
All right. No one's here. Okay.
Just use Indros and Jesus.
That's right. I'll stand up. All right. Well.
You're on your own, buddy.
Kind of like that staff. That staff looks pretty cool. Don't really have any. I have a fire spell, but not anything big. This is just the miners using this. It's not something the city uses for charitable whatever.
That is correct. I do not, shit where I eat. I come here to trade. I'm not
Right.
trying to subvert the economy here.
Yes, same with us. We want only the best for the city. On there. Okay, I'll stand up again, even though I'm standing up.
sit down.
Yeah, I'll stand up again. All right. Well, Zandros, got a deal.
And you see, like, when she goes to shake your hand, a little bit of, like, flame kind of goes around just a little bit. She gives you a little bit of a grin. She reaches into her pocket and pulls out a little piece of parchment and hands it to you. Says, here's the crude diagram of boathouse. Entrances, exits, doors, windows, things of that nature.
Where do you want it taken to?
She kind of runs her hand across the top of the table again. Arcane energy kind of wisping off her hand again, and a small map appears on the table, and she kind of apparates a pen in her hand. Let me pull up our map here. And she marks a big red X right there.
To the tower.
Is that Xenopus? Hey!
She says, you take aquatic vehicle in the water. You go up into the channel. There is a small, unnoticeable, but kind of noticeable cavern on the eastern side of this peninsula. Take it in there, and my associates.
We've seen this tower before.
Grubbus and Morg will be there waiting for you. As potentially will I, assuming I can make my way there unnoticed.
You know anything about this tower?
I know many things about this tower.
We've seen it and heard stories about it.
Tragic what happened to the people that tried to go in.
What I've heard.
But perfectly safe entering from the cavern beneath.
Does the cavern lead to the tower?
It may.
Interesting.
You take it, the apparatus, to the cavern, leave it with Grubbus and Morg. And then you will come see me here, unless I am there, at which point we will conclude our deal there.
There you go. Perfect. I appreciate the extra information. And to be fair, it's going to be a pleasure cruise in 2 days. Or 4.
This
I'm sure
pleasure
you're
cruise.
familiar with Primwater.
I'm all too familiar with.
And then Gellin. Those kind of people. Right. Well, that's going to be happening. I don't know if that's useful to you or not.
Much appreciated. My man on the inside, human, wears a green bandana around his neck. I cannot say where he will be based on when you decide to make your move, but if you get his attention, depending on the situation, I'm sure he will be able to help you.
Guy in the boathouse.
Well, thank
Do
you,
we
Sin.
know where the boathouse is on the docks?
Yeah, she'll mark it out on the.
This boathouse. Going to here. Green bandana human. Couple days. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Alright.
Quick
Thank-
heist, in and out, no problem.
Right. Anything else we should know? I think I've asked all the questions.
There's all the pertinent information that I can think of.
Alright. Well, Head out.
Okay.
Then I'll use magic to open the door. I can do that.
I can do it too. You head back over to the tavern.
Yes. Is there a bar?
Oh, of course.
Can
You go back in, and it's
bar
the empty net. So this is y'all's
So we're hanging out.
tavern. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where you gave your speech. This is where
Oh, is Whiskey
the-
Will
the-
here?
Whiskey Will is not here. He normally hangs out at the snapping line.
We all playing cards? We all playing cards again?
Yeah.
Pair of fours.
I'll go to the bar. Order like a shot of this.
Oh, sure, no problem. Right here you go.
On their tab over there.
Oh, yeah, they're big spenders anyway. So
Alright,
Alright.
cool. I'll just take it. Go back to
You all see Red walk in, like not even acknowledge you all, walk straight to the bar, order. Did you 2 shots?
Yeah, sure.
He takes 1 shot at the bar and takes the other one away,
Is he okay?
and is walking toward you all.
We are so screwed.
Damn, Red, that bad? Take a seat. Take a load off.
Blink. Alright. So, well, the magical item is a magically enhanced staff.
The weapon. All right.
She said of fiery intentions. Booms, bangs, bright,
So fireball
Fire.
related.
Maybe.
Maybe even
Some
fire
kind of-
wall.
some kind of fire magic staff.
That's dangerous stuff.
Right.
Sounds amazing.
That's blow up
It's not
building
something
stuff.
you don't just come across. So she did clarify that it is used for resource extraction only for the submarine. It is not used for any other intention. For that, she seems to be like you two and hate dwarves mining resources.
Oh, hate's a
dwarves.
strong word.
I hate the mining. Whoa.
We hate the activity.
Well, that's what I said. You
Yeah.
hate dwarves mining.
We
stuff.
disapprove of the activity.
Yeah.
We're not out there trying to
yeah,
freedom
I
fighter
didn't
them. You know,
say-
we're
Yeah.
Yeah, you like dwarves. You just hate them mining. Here.
disapprove of them mining resources from our town to take to the empire.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I don't know. But anyways,
Our town is fine.
I mean, it's been fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
After the Sea Prince business, it's fine. Those have been real bad times. What'd you say though,
so
Red?
here's the thing. We're gonna do it.
You told her
Look-
yes.
I told her we would try. And she said if we try and we are not successful, she would consider it even and not share her information.
How does one take a sub?
So there's a man on the inside.
One does not simply
Walk into the boathouse and take us up. She has a man on the inside. Some human with a green bandana.
So we just need to get to him?
Here's a crude map of the boathouse.
You unfurl it, and
Entrances, exits, ins and outs.
it is quite the crude.
Draw with crown. Oh, just draw with
Right
crown.
here.
That's so great.
This is a shitty map, Red.
Well, I don't know. Anyways, so this is the map of the place. And you're going to like this part. We have to take it to the Tower of Xenopus.
No way, really?
She said there is a cavern.
Get out of here.
There is a cavern. She gave me some extra information. There's a cavern underneath it
Under Xenopus?
that leads potentially up to the tower.
Oh.
Well, I'll be damned.
We
There's
are
that
to-
fate thing at play, it sounds
we are to take it there, and she has some goons. Grubbus and more something like that.
Those sound like goons.
Yeah, they'll be there, and so they'll take the sub from us there. She may be there. If not, we have to come back to her place and be like, "Look, we did the thing."
All right, then I guess it's how do we pull this off? And I'll be honest, I feel like we have two options here. We have option one. I believe Kugal pointed out he has a disguise capability. Turn himself to look like someone else. Maybe we could get to know whoever's guarding this place. He could take advantage of that, somehow get in and do his thing. Maybe even. Oh, damn, Kugal, I want you to frame somebody though, but that's a possibility. Keep that in mind. Option two. I kind of kept this to myself because it's a little nefarious, but I can edit my suit and make some items to where I am incredibly sneaky.
Okay.
I'm talking, I don't even think you could see me if I had this suit on. I might be able to get in and do something myself if we wanted to go that route.
Well, she seems to have the heart of the city in mind.
That's not going to change
She did
anything
not.
for the guards at the shack.
That feels like a stretched. She's got the interest of herself and her betters in mind.
To the degree that she probably doesn't want to see the city burn.
That does leave option three. Head to the council and let them know what's going on.
I was thinking of a
You didn't sign anything, did you?
3.2.
We shook on it.
How much do we trust Kreb to say, like, hey, there's something going down. Do you have any information on this?
Fire went from our hands.
Well, I don't want to be judgy or anything, but do you? It's gonna sound.
I'm gonna
weird.
look. Sorry.
Do you know, like, do you ever think about devils?
I look at my hand because I wanted to a minute ago.
There's a pentagram now.
Yeah, I was like,
Uh-oh.
is there any kind of like arcane like stuff around it or anything? I mean, this is more of leading into like superstition, if anything.
Right. You can make an Arcana check if you want.
My hand good.
He's got an Akatar tattoo now. Here. He's got an
That's
Akatar
not.
tattoo now.
That's not gonna be good.
Right. Got the tattoo.
That's like a 4+. It's a 7.
Seems good. Seems fine.
Well, I don't see any weird signs or whatever. on my hand.
Just like the back of
Well,
my
she's
hand.
just a tiefling. It's not like a devil.
Well, there's not a lot of tieflings around, and
That's
they
racist.
they're see that's what I was trying to avoid. I didn't want to even bring it up, but I'm just. Everything's not always as it seems. I'm just making sure you didn't yet. Because if you signed a contract or something, or you did a blood handshake or some arcane thing, you could have.
We did shake and fire did erupt out of her hand. It didn't burn me. Kind of like around.
Okay, well, that's.
So maybe it was like a sense of a deal, but she was also magically opening and closing the door. So it could be just like a.
I think she was like
I
showing
mean-
off then, or.
I can do prestidigitation and it looks kind of like. It may not be as cool as what she saw, but they don't know that. It's like I can kind of do fiery too, and it's like you know.
I'm just covering all bases. You never know. This sounds like because this is some sinister deal making you just did. But
Does
if you
that
didn't
look like
sign
the
anything,
spell
I
I've
really
ever
don't know how it all works. So, what?
Does that look like a spell that I would have ever seen the way he described it?
Not necessarily, no.
I guess that doesn't really matter at this point whether or not it was who she was specifically. You agreed to it, so now it's either do it or suffer the consequence.
Right. And I mean, in clarifying the actions, again, the sub, she said, is only used by the doors for the mining and stuff. It's not used by the city or any charitable acts or anything like that. I think that would have been a deal breaker. Also, if she hid what the magical item was.
She offered to tell you about yourself too, right? Or she just
we
said she
didn't-
wouldn't tell bad people your stuff.
Wouldn't tell bad people about it as well. That was the conversation the first time, not the second time. Didn't ask. Had other things in mind.
Well, I don't even, what would she tell anyone else anyhow? I suppose. Yeah, I guess. Well, when does she want this?
She didn't specify any further on the timeline the second time around. The initial was just in a few days.
A few days. All right. Well, pleasure cruise in a few days. So
Because
guess
if
we'll
I
pass it down.
remember right, it's going to be gone again, is what she said the first time. It'll be gone soon. It'll be out doing whatever. We'll have a few days to start.
How do you want to approach this? We'll have to
Well,
lay out a full-fledged plan, but what do we
Right.
need to work on?
Sleep.
Okay, fair enough. I'll, I guess
I
just in
mean-
case, I'll turn my guardian aura over to something a little more sneaky, and I'll work on some boots too that'll help with that.
Yeah. I mean, clearly there's someone on the inside that we can speak to. I mean, we could have distractions, things going on, people run out, do whatever. Maybe we could take it to the council, take it to Anders, we could take it to Kreb, take it to some nefarious people.
I'll be honest, that's your life we're talking about right now, buddy. Would you want to do that?
So at the end of the day, I trust her, and that if we fail in this, she's going to hold her part of it and not share details. Call it a draw, if you will.
We don't necessarily have to work for the government to help Saltmarsh anyhow, right?
The government isn't always good. While we may have
We-
only had positive experiences thus far, that doesn't mean that they're not also nefarious.
Government is working for us as they are paying for that boat for that 1 year.
I feel like we're jogging down an odd moral trail here to justify our means.
They've paid for staffing and supplies, dock fees.
Your
for
tax dollars
for-
at
we
work.
we have 1 year on it because we took a lesser reward of that one time. We still got paid.
All right, well, let's see it up and we'll
Yeah.
rest on it. See how you feel in the morning. Man. I'll get to work
Do you-
tonight regardless, just in case.
Do y'all know anything about the sub? About it, how it works, what it does, what its capabilities are?
What's she call it?
She called it the apparatus, something like that.
Is that it? Just the apparatus?
But it was the submarine, is what she was talking about.
Would I know about being my artificer man?
She mentioned it earlier.
Well,
to us.
I could probably make this a level
The-
15.
Make a history check with advantage.
Okay.
I was gonna say last time we talked to her, y'all talked to her about it. I didn't really.
Because she
Care
wanted
much.
us to find it because you wanted a shield.
Yeah, she wanted
I
a
think I wanted a
sub.
fancier shield. Yeah.
Sub for shield.
What a ripoff I would have done.
Whatever. I think I'm at least
Especially
got
if
a
it's
100,000.
100,000 picture.
Right. That'd have had to been a hell of a shield for 100k sub.
Could have been a 20k shield.
Could have been 20k shield. Could have. Now we got a 20k staff for 100k sub. Where's the other 80k?
21.
21?
21. Blackjack.
Y'all were playing cards.
The-
You would remember it as the apparatus of Qualish.
Okay, so I do know what that is.
You're not sure about like the ins and outs and how it's manufactured or how it's operated per se, but you do know that it is a multi-person vehicle that is completely submersible and can like dig and pick up shit underwater and traverse underwater.
Okay, and while traversing underwater, I know it like has air and stuff, like the basic stuff.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'll relay all that. Basically, it lets you go underwater, deep underwater. It's got air that stays in it, and you can pilot it around down there.
Interesting.
So essentially, it's like you're exploring, walking on trails, but you're in a vehicle deep
Right.
under the depths. hell of a useful item for, honestly, what's probably in future for us as well. But, I mean...
And
we'll-
she
we'll figure
casually
something out.
mentioned looking for treasures and stuff like that. So maybe she's going to do her own exploring with the apparatus.
If she wants to. You know it ain't safe out there, so she can solve her own problems if she wants to use it for whatever reason. As long as it's not against Saltmarsh. If she starts messing with home, then we have a real problem. I guess let's just rest up on it then, huh? Figure it out tomorrow morning. Come with a plan.
Yeah.
We're thieves now. A little thieving. A little smuggling. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm picking at you. I wouldn't be mean. I'm sorry. Because we're not smuggling in this case. Well, I guess technically we are, right?
We kind of are.
We're smuggling the 100,000 gold. Dude, that's
the
a lot
greater
of money.
It's really just theft or stealing. I don't know if we're smuggling it.
That's true. We are just taking
But we
something.
need to
Taking
figure
it from one place to another.
Not smuggling.
We're taking it from the Empire. Honestly, I don't feel any really moral qualms about that.
Yeah. Well,
I know it belongs to
it's-
Saltmarsh, but it didn't.
Saltmarsh.
It was either given or loaned to Saltmarsh via the Empire. Probably loaned. Probably we're gonna have to
Yeah,
take
they
money.
could
from
have
the
bought it.
town.
One could argue that it's maybe in compensation for the minerals that they've stolen from us.
Yeah. Yeah, you could look at that. No, I feel it hurts my brain trying to justify this.
Yeah, now we're actually doing him a favor stealing it.
In the end, it's a good thing.
This is where this is what I hear like we're working to. We're actually saving the common man by stealing this.
we weren't using the minerals anyway. I mean, who was it hurt?
I'm saying us stealing the.
For all we know, the
Sub.
Sahuagin are using the suburb.
Well, I was thinking that we could maybe make it look like the Sahuagin had something to do with it.
Ooh.
That's
Throw
a
some
bait and switch, huh?
Some misdirection.
that's a bold play. I'd be curious to hear that play, Alan. How we pull that
I'm
off.
Not,
How's it
I'm not
pull-
sure how it would work.
Bold
but,
bait
but
How
it's just-
extensive is my disguise ability?
What's that damn fish person doing getting in the...
Hooligan. Like a damn Pokemon.
I sure hate Saltmarsh.
So we're gonna think about this heist and how we're gonna pull it off over the next couple weeks, aka overnight for y'all, as you're all finishing up your drinks
Man.
and food and hitting the sack. So yeah, that's what we're gonna go ahead and call it for this evening.
There we go.
A heist. We have a heist in front of us. All right. So thank you all, everybody, for watching. We appreciate you being here. Just as the quick reminder from the announcements at the beginning, we are still going to be doing our Saltmarsh in person for the next at least 1 to 2 sessions, I would say, as me and Kira are moving a few hours away. The Obelisk campaign is still going to remain in person, and I will be in robot form, probably. Should be. So, again, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like. Subscribe if you want to support the channel. Helps us keep doing what we're doing here. Y'all have a wonderful night, fantastic evening, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
We need to find Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.